issues. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Katie. Good morning, Ari. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, beautiful people. As we get in, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It is only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Also, I had the daily gift goal, which are the little love you very much. So if we can knock those out as well, that'll help boost the live. Tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 10,000 likes, please. Please, please, please. Let's get the likes up to 10,000 likes. Share the live maybe once or twice. That helps, but more than sharing the live, if we can actually repost the live, that helps way more. Like way, way, way more. So if you could, please repost the live. We are going to get started here in just a moment. If you're over on YouTube, if you don't mind, make sure that you are hitting that thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. We should have as many thumbs ups as we have people watching. Mm-hmm. Whatever. All right. Welcome in. Good morning, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a moment. But like I said, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It is only one coin that will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Repost the live. Right now, our daily gift goal is the little love you very much. If we can knock those out, that'll help boost the live as well. So please, and thank you. Danke. We are going to get started. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen and enjoy the show.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know yourself or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. No. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Yeah, this ain't a safe place.
It is not.
This is flame space.
It absolutely is.
Don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Well, that being said, just to make sure we have an understanding of what we got going on this morning, America doesn't care. Full stop. America doesn't care. America doesn't care, and it's time for us to come to that realization and actually speak truth to power. Republicans, they don't care about Epstein survivors. They don't care about our country. They don't care about other people. They don't care about a lot of things. But they don't care. Moderate Democrats, they don't care about our country. They like to pretend that they care about our country. They like to pontificate as if they're these bastions of truth and the moral side, because they're willing to reach across the aisle and create this big tent, and they want to go after MAGA and bring MAGA home and make them like fish, tuna sandwiches or some shit while they fish. They don't care about our country. White men don't care about anything except power. Period. Full stop. White women don't care about white supremacy. I know that one's kind of hard to hear, but that one's the truth. And like, we just have to deal with it. And last but not least, but if you are BLAGA, FBA, you don't care about black people. You're anti-black as fuck. The only minority, yeah, I completely agree. So again, if you disagree with any of the things on the background, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart meat. It's only one coin. White women don't understand white women don't care about white supremacy. That's the thing. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. Let's get into this. If you don't mind, though, before we go too far, a quick question for you. Do you know who I am?
Yes, your name is Santana on TikTok. That's where I found you on. What's up, man?
Yeah, no. Like, that's fair. That's fair. I was, how about this? Would it be okay if I give you a proper introduction to not only who I am, but what this is?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Perfect. Give me one moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
What is this? What's up?
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. Can we knock out the daily gift goals? It's the love you very much. I'm going to keep resetting that gift goal, and if we can keep knocking those out, that'll push us out. Get us more push to the FYP. All right. So you said you are a Trump supporter and you disagree with something on the background. Which point on the background do you disagree with the most, where you would like to start?
Not necessarily something on the background. The main reason I originally came here to debate you was about abortion. Are you free to debate about that?
Wait, so you specifically came here to debate me on abortion?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Well, because I think it was a TikTok I watched about you with Dean Withers, and you were talking about mandated vasectomies and how, those should be incorporated instead of national abortion bans. So yeah, I'd like to talk to you about that.
Okay, I guess. Let's start here before we go too far. So I'm assuming that you pro-life? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, pro-life. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you disagree. Did you listen to the entire video?
To an extent, yes, but I'm not too familiar with your views on on abortion.
Okay.
So could you please educate me a little bit?
Well, maybe. But before we go there, like what point, what did you hear that piqued your interest and made you say, like, I want to debate this guy on abortion?
Well, number one is I feel like with your mandated vasectomies, well, number one, that doesn't morally justify abortion, right? Ripping a fetus apart in the womb, that doesn't justify it.
Morals
Getting
are subjective.
mandated vasectomies. Yes, morals are subjective.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I would like to say is, what is it? I kind of feel like you took a biological function, right? As a man, you are born with sperm.
Mm-hmm.
And as a woman, you go through your life and you had a choice to have sex, right? And get pregnant.
Why is the onus on the women?
Well, yeah. Well, wait, what?
Why is the onus on the women?
Onus isn't. Well, because women, okay, a woman willingly had sex most of the time.
Wait,
now, if you want to take rape cases outside,
it had, like, the women can't just get pregnant on their own. That's why I said, why is the onus on the women? Why not, like, the man and the woman, or like at least the man? Because, oh, okay, hold on. Let's just do this. Let's do a proper breakdown, and let's go from here. And just to make sure I'm accurate in this stance, would you be willing to support a nationwide abortion ban if it was instituted by law? Meaning, not necessarily saying, oh, you would go out and march in the street to demand it, but if it was instituted, would you say, okay, I'm good with this law?
Yes, I would.
Okay. And when you talk about abortions, do you have any exceptions? Any because I thought I heard you say something, but is there any exceptions for you?
Well, okay, to be fair, I do hold a very extreme
That's fine. I just want to know
on this. Yeah, so I believe a fetus is a baby no matter what. Life starts at conception, all of that. So there is no justifying killing a fetus in the womb. Okay.
And
no matter the circumstance. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I mean, that's I just wanted to get that baseline. And just to verify, then, would you be willing to institute not only the abortion ban, but levy whatever penalty to the fullest extent of the law? Meaning, like, if someone had an abortion breaking the law and it, required jail time, would you be okay with that enforcement?
Being put in jail for terminating the life of a fetus, aka a human being, yes.
Okay. And last but not least, where is your morality rooted in your sense of, like, life? Is it your religious belief, your constitutional belief? Where does that come from?
Well, originally it had nothing to do with religion, and I studied the topic on my own. Mm-hmm. And then I found Christ and just reinforced that belief. I knitted you in the womb, Jeremiah 1:5, mm-hmm. and all of that.
Okay, so it was something that you kind of had a feeling about, but then you reaffirmed the feeling with your religious beliefs. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, that is right.
Okay, perfect. And one last question, just to verify, how many uteruses do you have?
9.
None. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure, because neither do I, right? I don't have a uterus, and neither one of us have uteri, right? Okay.
Yeah, perfect. I can tell, dude.
Yeah. So I guess let's go here, right? Your ultimate goal of ensuring that there's an abortion ban, and why you're against abortion, is because you think a fetus is a human, and you feel like murder is something that should be avoided at all costs. And so, i.e., abortions are murder. Is that an accurate statement?
Okay, well, yeah, but we can go even simpler than that. Okay, why is murder bad in your eyes? Just explain why murder is wrong.
Oh, I'm not advocating for or against quote unquote murder. I'm just trying to understand your perspective. So you can explain that if you want, but I don't think that's anything that I need to explain, because I'm not trying to justify nor like push against it. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. You have to come back in the app for me to be able to hear you.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So murder is bad because it deprives a being of a future or a potential life that they may live. Okay. Right? I think you can agree with that, right?
I mean, I don't think it matters if I agree or deny. I just wanted to have an understanding of you. This isn't something for me to affirm or disagree with. Honestly, I'm just seeking understanding before we go too far into the conversation.
Of course.
Okay.
So you
and just to verify as well, how do you define murder?
Murder is the unjust termination of a human being.
Okay. Or a life. Or so wait, yes. Is it just a human being or a life?
Well, a life can imply a lot of things, because not just humans have lives.
Right, okay, and that's why I was asking the question.
I specifically attribute murder to a human life, not just any life whatsoever.
Okay, perfect. That's all I needed to know. All right. So abortion. How much do you know about women and the process of childbirth?
Not much, no.
What's the furthest extent of what you know about the childbirth process?
Not much. I mean, you can educate me, sure. I mean, there's not much.
No. I'm not trying to say like, I'm not trying to run the gambit on anything. I just want to know like what you know. So it's not about educating you yet. I'm just saying, again, at this point, I'm just still trying to fill you out as a whole, just to get an understanding of you completely, so we can, go through this. So what do you know?
I don't know anything, man.
Okay. Do you know where conception occurs within the women's
fallopian tube?
Okay, perfect. Do you know how long a typical pregnancy occurs?
You mean when it can be delivered after 9 months?
About 10. I think it's like 42 weeks total. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So the biggest issue that I have, as far as what you're saying, of course, my actual belief as far as abortion is rooted in women having bodily autonomy, and also having the ability to actually 40 weeks, sorry, not 42, 40 weeks, having the ability to actually make their decisions about their body and be able to move forward from that point, right? So I think the biggest part of all of this is we put such an emphasis on women and mandating their body, when one, there are other options, and two, like, there is no other piece of legislation that actually mandates men's bodies. Did you know that?
Well, yes, I knew that, because okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, yeah, there's no legislation that would specifically mandate men's body where there is with women's body. So based on your logic, I think that there's a better outcome than mandating abortions or even focusing on women, which is vasectomies, right? The reason why I advocate for mandatory vasectomies is because it's safe, efficient, and effective, right? the process, and FYI, because I tell people this and they say, oh, that's not true all the time. I try to make sure I say this throughout the point as far as when I'm talking about this, but I think I need to start giving a disclaimer at the beginning. This is atypical, meaning that in typical situations, this is what occurs, but in some situations, depending on the individual, results may vary. Anyway, in typical, the actual procedure of getting a vasectomy, like today's Wednesday, if you go in and get a vasectomy today, one, it's an outpatient procedure, so you're in and out, but two, the recovery time is so short that you can get a vasectomy today and you can, be in the gym by this weekend. It's more effective than any form of birth control, whether we talk about IUD, pills, or shot, right? Because when you talk about the birth control that occurs with women, it has a mental and physical effect on them, whether it's a change in the actual chemical makeup of their brain or the actual physical change that may occur due to any type of birth control. But then you also talk about the actual implications of childbirth, right? The physical effect of childbirth, where it wears on their immune system, it changes their body composition, spreads their actual pelvic bone and hips. Like there's so much to that, so much to the point where women are the closest they are to death in typical than any other point in their life, right? So when you talk about getting a vasectomy, not only is it more efficient and it's safer and it's more, it's cheaper, but there's also other options, right? In typical, the vasectomy, you can get that reverse up to 5 years. After 5 years, I'm sorry, in typical, it's reversible at the same level up to 5 years. After 5 years, it's still possible to get a reverse. It's just the actual viability of it starts to slightly decrease depending on the person. Even more than that, you can freeze your sperm prior to the vasectomy, so you don't have to worry about like not being able to have babies. And it addresses the overall root cause of the issue, because the determination is that we need to ensure that we are not murdering babies. We are not having unjust ends to certain lives. Well, if you actually nullify the point of conception, right, the delivery of the sperm, that gives you the, white gloves in a sense of ensuring that conception doesn't happen. And so since conception does not happen, there will be no unjustified ending of any lives under anyone's actual pretext. So that's my overall premise as far as why I advocate for mandatory vasectomies instead of an abortion ban. And I have more, but I want to stop for a second and give you the floor and see what you think.
All right, but so as I said before, how would, these vasectomies, right? We allow them to happen, and pregnancies only happen when the woman allows it to happen. That's fair. I think that's right. I for one agree with that. There is nothing wrong with that statement as a whole. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything wrong with mandated vasectomies hypothetically. It's just, yeah. Okay. I mean, how, yeah, all right.
So then we agree. We should be advocating for mandatory vasectomies instead of worrying about abortions.
Well, if we mandated for vasectomies, how do you think that would go?
Oh, it would be a visceral backlash, because men who have a monopoly on violence within our society are, one, not used to being told what to do, two, has never had their bodies regulated, and three, feels like it's their quote unquote responsibility to be able to spread their seeds without any type of repercussion. Even when you came up here, you started talking about like women and their, putting the onus on them as far as, having a child, but not just you, but most people that I talk to love to say, well, women need to keep their legs closed, completely overlooking the fact that when it comes to the act of getting someone pregnant, there's way more culpability on men than there is women. So the actual overall reaction from men is going to be nationwide outrage. But this is the thing. It becomes a point of what's more important, feeling like you are quote unquote limited as far as what you can do, or saving those lives that everyone says that they actually want to save, because there's the point that you have to figure out, what are you going to do, right? Because if it's truly about the lives being saved, then this is the route. But if it's about anything else, then you're still talking about abortion.
All right, yeah, and the main thing here at hand is the lives that we need to save.
Mm-hmm. So it should, the focus should be on mandatory vasectomies, not abortions.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Santana.
Absolutely.
Hope you have a good day, man.
Yeah, thank you. You have a good one.
You too.
You know what's the most like disappointing thing that comes out of like this actual conversation? Not that like, because I've had plenty of people actually agree to like the conclusion of what I said, but there's something that actually gets me more than that. Give me a second, guys. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Actually, I wanted to tag on to what you were just talking about with the gentleman before me.
Do you disagree with the premise of abortion, or were you coming to add to what I was saying?
I wanted to just get your thoughts on something.
Wait, because again, I am looking for some debate. So if you want to do a Q&A, then if you want to add on to what I'm saying, then but if you disagree or if you're pushing back on something, then sure. But if you're in alignment, then I got to keep it moving because I'm looking for
I guess I am kind of in disagreement.
Okay, tell me what you disagree with.
Like I said, I'm not against abortions. I'm not totally opposed to the idea of vasectomies either. I've often thought about having one myself. My only concern is if you made them mandatory, especially for like 16, 17, 18-year-olds,
mm-hmm.
Don't you think that would cause more problems regarding like violence towards women?
No, I think that when you talk about the violence towards women, men perpetuate violence towards women, period. Right. And so doing something that would be beneficial to women, i.e. ensuring that, one, unwanted pregnancies don't occur, two, the conversation as far as how we manage their bodies is taken off the table. And three, those men that do rape women, those men that do take advantage of women, that eliminates that as well. If you want to talk about addressing the violence towards women, then you need to address men as a whole. You need to do things like, abolish gender, push for therapy, like address the monopoly on violence that men have. And so like those are the ways that we address the negative impacts that men have on women, not saying that like, oh, this one thing that would actually benefit women is one reason we don't want to do it is because we think it would, harm women. Like men harm women, period.
Right. Okay. Yeah. The only reason I brought that up is because I think it was from like 1975 to 77, there was some kind of program in India where they were doing kind of the mandatory male sterilization, and they saw a little like spike in crimes against women. So I didn't know if you thought that would be an issue or.
No, I think there's a bigger issue with our society, and like even there's a big issue with like even my argument, and I was just about to get to that as well. But like when you talk about the actual issue, it's not about the solution and the problems that the solution may cause. It's the problem, which are the men. Like men. We as men have to take accountability for ourselves in a multitude of things, whether it's the lack of accountability from other men, whether it's a lack of willingness to engage in therapy and deal with our trauma, emotions, and things along those lines, or just the fact that for some reason that we have a sense of superiority and we believe in like toxic masculinity, like all of those things that we need to address within ourselves and as men. Like if we can even start working through some of those things, it would make our society a better place.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I think we can agree on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, man. I appreciate you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, man.
Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Thank you for the hard hands. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Hey, Bear, W's in the chat for Bear with the 2 galaxies. Let's fucking go, Bear. What about the women who become sterilized by birth control? You don't seem to care. Yeah, I mean, like that's a big thing as well. Like I said, I mean, birth control is super dangerous. So W's in the chat for Heavenly for the $10 super chat to say good morning. Good morning. W's in the chat for Eugene, who sent a $1.99 super chat to say it's been a rough few days. Glad you're on. Eugene, I'm sorry to hear that. I know like times are hard and people are going through a lot. So I hate to hear that, but I'm glad that you're here and I'm glad that we're here together. Hey, thank you for the sheep, Lady Die, sorry. And W's in the chat for John. John sent a $10 donation saying, here's a buffer for the swear jar. I know it's not how you want to start your live, but I think you might need it. Keep cooking, bud. I'm going to try to be on my best behavior this morning. Like, guys, I promise you, I'm truly, genuinely, trying to ensure that, I don't swear as much. So W's in the chat for John for that $10 donation. Guys, if anyone, hey, thank you for the bear. If anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and Linktree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen. 1.2 thousand people hanging out here. Make sure that you are tapping the screen. Go ahead and hit that follow button. If you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. So please hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when I go live, because I go live all the time. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates just to reaffirm America doesn't care. And when we talk about the people that don't really care, Republicans don't care about Epstein survivors or women, children, like, oh, that's cool, or anything really. Moderate Democrats don't care about our country. They supposedly are the like counterpoint to the Republican fascist regime, but they're not. They're just Republican light. White men don't care about anything but power, and that's been proven. White women don't care about white supremacy. I know you guys think you do, but you don't. And last but not least, BLAGA, FBA, you guys don't care about black people. You're anti-black, and you'll never get reparations through siding with the Republican Party. So Chesney said, yes, I do. Oh, okay. Chesney, come up here. Cheesy, not Chesney. Cheesy potato. You said, yes, you do. Come up here and tell me about it. If you're a white woman and you're sitting here saying, I do care about white supremacy, I disagree with your background, come up here. You do not have to be opposition in order to request up. If you disagree with the point, you are free to join the live. You are absolutely free to join the live. You say that Bear said, I do. Again, if you are someone that disagrees with any of the points on the background, even if you are on the left, then go ahead and request up and we can talk about it. One point that I want to drive home when it comes to like this mandatory vasectomy argument, the thing that I really wanted to kind of drag home. And this is the problem that I have when I have this debate. I don't debate mandatory vasectomies because I think like this is just the best thing ever and we should all just do mandatory vasectomies. Hey, thank you so much, Amber. I advocate for mandatory vasectomies because I think it's practical. I think it's reasonable. And I think it's the counterpoint for the abortion talk, right? Because there's a hyperfixation on abortion. And I understand why there's a hyperfixation on abortion because of the replacement theory, or like I like to call it, the great white replacement theory, where white people are in jeopardy of no longer being the majority within our country anymore. And so they have been passing legislation and governing in order to slow or stop that process. right? And when I say governing to slow or stop that process, they're doing it in a multitude of ways. It was via the overturning of Roe v. Wade, right? That was a big portion. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to all the Senate races that are occurring around the country, but there is a Senate race that is currently occurring in, I think that's the wrong one. It's a Senate race currently occurring in Iowa, right? And with the Senate race in Iowa, one of the biggest sticking points is the Republican senator, or the Republican person who's running for senator. Hey, thank you so much for that. Holy shit, that's cool. Republican Ashley Hinson, who's running to succeed retiring Johnny Ernest, is trying to expand access to birth control as the race for the Senate opens up, right? And so the issue is that in Iowa, there's been a lack of support of birth control, right? And even though there's a Republican who is actually trying to say, hey, let's give more access to birth control, the longstanding position in Iowa has been no, right? That's been the longstanding position in Iowa. And so even though this is a Republican, they're getting backlash from other Republicans about the want to, or the desire to expand birth control. They're actively fighting against the ability to access birth control. But, and which is even more funny, because this is something that has the Republican nominee and also the Democratic nominees are aligned on, like they agree. They agree. But the Republican, of course, is getting backlash because she's advocating for expansions to birth control. Now, at the same time that all of this is happening, there is a consistent and precise attack that's been occurring on immigration. I talk about this all the time. A lot of people think that like mass deportation is about like, oh, saving our country and the culture of our country and da 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 da. Like, it's not about that. It's not about that. What it's about is ensuring that the country stays white, right? Why is this dude always crying? Country boy, you said I'm always crying. Oh, I know you think crying sounds like, or educating people sounds like crying, but it's not. I sent you an invite. Come up here and tell me how I'm crying. Because I know information sounds like crying to you because you don't know anything, but now you don't get to yip yap in my chat. So either you can get in the box or you can shut all the way the hell up. We don't care which one. We don't care which one. Jill said, OMG, stop. Jill, I can't send you an invite to come up, but I can mute you. Hi, it's Jill's. I can't send you an invite, but I can mute you. Come up here and tell me about why I should stop. Do it. This person, Symphony, said, is your ego hurt again, Santana? No, it's not hurt, but I'm tired of thumb thugs. You guys are cowards that hide in the chat. I just muted you as well. Get up here. The boxes are open. I don't care. How many times do I have to say, I don't care what you guys have to say from the comments? If you can't say it with your chest, then don't say it at all. We will not allow you guys to bring down the property value of our chat. I'm sorry. You are not turning our chat into the slums. I'm sorry. You are not turning our chat into whatever, trashy place that you like to hang out in. But this is a classy joint. We got velvet and shit on the wall here. Like, we refuse to let you guys bring the property value of our chat down. So if you're not going to get up here and say it with your chest, then you're not going to run your mouth in our comment section. The comment section is for the smart, funny, cool, beautiful, great smelling people. And you're just not one of those because you won't actually say it with your chest. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I thought. So pipe down. Thank you for the fireworks. Pipe down, jabroni. Anywho, so the point that I was making is when you talk about the actual the mass deportation, they try to preference mass deportation on the premise of like, oh, this is about saving our country and this is about saving our culture, and then getting all the bad people and criminals and stuff out of the actual country. But see, here's the issue with that. The Trump administration, not only this term, but first term as well, put a heavy emphasis on, hey, we want to stop all legal migration into the country, or slow. They wanted to slow legal migration into the country. And they actually put that in their agenda first term, and they put it in Agenda 47 as well. And while mass deportation has not been overall successful for Donald Trump, the wall in his first term was not successful for Donald Trump, slowing legal migration has absolutely been something that they've been successful with. I'll tell you more in just a second. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I think it would be more the talking about the abortion vasectomy. I think it would be something that we should support on both sides. And the criterion for
wait, hold on, just to make sure I have an understanding. Are you saying that we should support mandatory vasectomies on both sides, abortions on? What exactly do you mean?
Mandatory on both sides, but there has to be a criterion for both. I don't know if that's a disagreement or an agreement.
Well, I don't know if I finished saying this, and maybe the failure was on me. I think I might have gotten sidetracked. I apologize. The overall reason why I talk about this is, oh wait, I was still in the middle of I'll jump ahead. The conclusion should be, the conclusion should be like, no one mandates anything, right? Like, people should have bodily autonomy and be able to make the best decisions for them when it comes to the decisions with their doctors. And so the only reason that I actually advocate for mandatory vasectomy is because not only is it a counterpoint to the abortion talk, but it shows the hypocrisy of people who say that they advocate for, the pro-life position, where it's not really about being pro-life, it's just about control. And so the logical conclusion that I hope to get with people is coming to the end and saying, well, mandatory vasectomies, like, that's extreme. An abortion ban, that's extreme. How about we just allow people to make the best decisions for them, their families, with their doctors? And that's what I always try to get to, but I tend not to be able to get to that point with people.
I understand. I think women who go for abortions or pro-abortions, a lot of the time they're thinking about where they're at in life and the quality of life that the child may have. If they can handle that responsibility, it's up to them. I don't know if you would disagree with that or not, but
no, I agree.
Child, yeah, I think the quality of life is very important.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, when it comes to the decision as far as abortion, the pro-choice position is not mandating that everyone should have abortions. It's just saying that regardless of your personal opinion, you think that every woman should have the choice to make their own decision. The one thing that I've never, ever done online is talked about my personal feelings when it comes to abortions. And I say this all the time, I will never knock a man for having specific feelings when it comes to their personal situation, whether it be with their partner or whatever. The only issue that I have is when people try to dictate and control other people. And I just have an issue with that.
Yeah. And I don't want to sound like an extremist here. I would say the only time that it should be mandatory for the child's, life and the quality of such. And this is a terrible thing to say, because it's just the child doesn't have control over it. But this is before they're born. If you have a vasectomy or forced abortions, that would be only in the situations for a particular group of the population. Now, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual that diagnoses the cluster B personality disorders, we're talking about borderline, narcissism, psychopathy, it's not very detailed, and people typically get misdiagnosed. The International Classification of Disease Manual, that's a lot better at diagnosing. So if you're like diagnosed as a real pathological narcissist or a psychopath or borderline, you're gonna raise a child that has a very tough life. You're gonna commoditize the child. You know,
I was just about to say, I'm on board with you as far as like the lack of actual ability to diagnose that, because I have read studies directly saying what you're saying as far as like the overall inconsistencies with diagnosis and like how there's a discrepancy between like men and women, all this other stuff. So the only thing that I can't sign off on, and this is why I hopped in and stopped you, unless I don't know if you are a medical professional. I know I'm not. And so I can't lean on saying that, oh, this is what happens when they raise children or whatever the case may be. I think that, having that conversation without like an actual professional could be harmful. So I wouldn't even want to go that far, but you're accurate on what you were saying up until that point. And that's why I just hopped in and had to stop you there.
I would only refer to on this subject to the person who wrote the books on narcissism, who would be like the leading expert, Professor Sam Vaknin. Mm-hmm. He wrote the first book on narcissistic abuse in '95, and the whole online narcissism realm, all these talking points, these terms were stolen from his book in 1995. He's been on YouTube for 15 years, has probably 1,500 plus videos. All the rest of the people are typically self-styled experts. They don't have any clinical psychology. I would say he is the best source, and that's where I learned a lot. I'm not an expert in the mental realm, but his information is very pertinent. And essentially, like, the narcissist commoditizes their loved ones. The borderline has too many emotions. The psychopath is goal-oriented, antisocial. So they'll use their child for a goal.
Let me stop you there, just because I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm not a medical professional. I haven't researched the things that you're saying, so I wouldn't want to actually continue to I got it, guys. Everyone, I got it. I wouldn't want to continue to actually push or perpetuate that. No. I'm not saying you are. It's just I don't feel comfortable having that conversation without either one, like doing the research myself, or two, having a medical professional. So I wouldn't want to keep down that logic train.
Yeah, check out Professor Sam Vaknin when you got the time. His channel, and you'll see people in the comment section that they're just like, this is the most eye-opening information on the topic. There's no misunderstanding with his presentation because he's a clinical psychologist. He's worked with over 2,000 diagnosed narcissistic personality disorder patients, and he's a visiting professor on 3 different continents, which is extreme in its entirety. But Cambridge is one of those universities. So that's, in my opinion, as for anyone that has studied this or researched this, he's kind of like on the forefront. So if you want to learn, his channel's excellent. But once you see, if you understand my position, I'm not saying you'll agree, but you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, and what I'll say is
tough for those children.
Yeah, there's no doubt that dealing with any type of parent that has any diagnosed mental issues is going to be tough for children. And I mean, like, it's tough for people in general in life. The only thing that I dissuade people from, and like you kind of nailed this on the head when you say this, a lot of people try to be basically online professionals, right? They read a couple of things, they think they know a couple of things, and then they parrot a couple of things. And when it comes to like other subjects, maybe you can kind of get away with that. But when it comes to mental health or health in general, I think it's super dangerous to go to that point. And so, like, I would always refer to any type of medical professional when it comes to those precise things. So regardless, I do want to go ahead and make sure that I keep it moving. So overall, like, did you have something specifically that you wanted to debate?
Not exactly. It's a very tough conversation to have when one side's saying, well, abortion shouldn't be allowed, and then the other side saying, like, hey, mandatory vasectomies. It's like, there's only extreme situations in which both of those things should either be forced or not allowed. That's my whole thing. Is that's where I'm coming from. Extreme situations,
like I think
not everyday people.
Yeah, you and I agree, and like again, the point that I'm trying to make, and I said this, is with my like the actual quote unquote debate, it's just to point out the hypocrisy and to go to that the furthest opposite extreme, to make people face the reality that, well, what I'm saying, because they can clearly get to the point where they're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But then the connective piece that I need them to make is, well, this is just the inverse of what I'm saying. So obviously what I'm saying doesn't make sense either. So what's the middle ground? And again, going back to the point that I've been saying, is the middle ground is ensuring that people have the right to bodily autonomy and they make whatever decision that's best between them, their family, and their doctor. And that's the thing that I'm striving for. And I get so disappointed that a lot of people don't make it back to that point.
I understand. And I think in regards to Roe v. Wade, people need to understand that Dobbs 2022 is what forced that issue. The Supreme Court has this Dobbs 2022 ruling, and it's based off the history and tradition. So if it wasn't around in 1791, I'm just saying is a lot of people need to understand that gay marriage is probably going to be next on the chopping block. And I don't have a problem with people.
Yeah, there's Republicans that actually tried to overturn Obergefell. I know that they put it up and they tried to specifically target Obergefell, but it's been shot down by the Supreme Court. That wouldn't surprise me overall because of what the Supreme Court has been doing, but that's been a thing. But anyway, listen, thank you for coming up. I'm going to go ahead and move on because I do want to get some debates, but I appreciate you coming up. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the
Real
live.
tax-paying American owns you. Why are you racist? Why?
How old are you?
This dick, bitch.
Okay, so you're a child. First and foremost, mind your manners. Secondly, don't come on live if you're not over the age of 18. Third of all, TPA I'm not even gonna say it because I'm trying to be nice today. Anyway, guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. Send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. FYI, I've been seeing some people in the comment section and saying like, oh, I'm a white woman and I disagree and I care about white supremacy. Again, if you are someone that's on the left, because that's something that I've seen them saying is down in the comment section as well. Well, I'm a Democrat. I vote left. If you are someone that's a Democrat, you vote left and you disagree, come up here. Go ahead and hit that request button. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I think that you're missing the point. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like when I debate, I don't debate to like win a debate. I tend to debate to try to call out hypocrisies, inconsistencies, and like force people to see reality. I think that's like the biggest thing that I can always point out. That's the point of my debate style and the things that I talk about. I don't debate things because I want to win a debate. I don't have topics because I want to win a debate topic. I debate things because I think it's important to either one, call attention to things, or two, get people to see that like what they're saying is there's either some blatant misinformation, disinformation, or hypocrisy. I don't know. Z Bunch said, but do you ever learn anything if someone teaches me something? That doesn't happen often. Because most of the times the people that come up here to debate me, they don't come with facts or information. They come with feelings. It's all raw emotion. Like no matter what the subject is, most of the time they come with raw emotions and they come with a lack of accountability, a lack of like trying to provide any actual information. He said he used the word debate very loosely. Who used the word debate very loosely? Oh, Twig said, so his debate style is conceptual but provocative. like clickbait sounds. No, it's not clickbait. What it is ensuring that when people come up here, they come up here with an actual stance, because I have no interest in, one, debating people who don't believe in anything. The one thing that I have no interest in is debating people just to debate them. And two, I don't want to have someone come up just to actually agree me. So yes, anything that I debate will solicit a strong response, and you got to pick a side. So no, it's not clickbait. It's just saying that it will actually solicit a response. The point of me being here right now is not to just hang out and talk to random people. It's to actually debate. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
No, I'm not a Trump supporter. Like, I am. Like, I do lean right, but I'm not a Trump supporter. At least anymore. But
hold on one second. Sorry. You said Santana is lower tier at best. Cool. I just muted you, soul baby. Come up here and show me how low tier I am. I just sent you a request. You said I'm lower tier at best. I'm S tier, you ass clown, and I bet you won't run my fade. I bet you will not run me a fade. I sent you a request. Don't hide. Bring them hands. Come outside. And you follow me. Why are you denying my request? Listen, you denied my request again. So this is how we're going to do it. Because the one thing that I don't do is thumb thugs. So I'm going to send you a request again. And again, I see you, you follow me. I'm going to send you a request again. And if you deny the request, I'm just going to block you. Period. Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
Good.
And you denied the request. So therefore, I'm just going to block you, because I don't give a fuck what you have to say in the comment section if you can't say it with your chest. I am someone who does not suffer trolls, fools, or cowards, and you are a coward. So you're going to take this block. You follow me. You're obviously here, but oh well. Boom. There we go. Sorry. You said you disagree with something on the background?
I just want to talk about abortion. So I also wanted to say, like, what you said about your debates. Like, I can appreciate that. Like, I don't really like to debate to try to win. Just like, I mean, if I'm right, I mean, that's good. But like, I mostly try to debate just to like learn and educate myself.
Okay. So when you said you want to talk about abortion, or you know what, I'm sorry, can you give me 2 seconds to say thank you to a couple of people, and then we'll go from there. Guys, W's in the chat for Tori. Tori is going off over on YouTube. Tori sent out 2.
Yo, Santana, you are low tier at best, though.
Are you a child? Oh, there's a child. Okay, this is what we're gonna do, because like I don't understand why the fuck aren't you guys at school? Like, what's happening? I'm blocking you because you're a kid. Like, what the hell is happening? Go to school. Is there, like, spring break is over, right? What the fuck is happening? I don't know. Anyway, Tori is going off. Tori sent 2 10-packs of membership subscriptions. So 20 subscriptions in total. Fucking W's in the chat for Tori. Also, W's in the chat for Deb, who sent a $1.99 super chat to say, strong link between profanity and intelligence. CNN. I know. I've heard that as well. I just try to mind my words. W's in the chat for Bear. Bear sent a $5 donation with a thumbs up. Thank you, Bear. W's in the chat for Brandon. Brandon sent a $2 donation saying, would you possibly know when voting for midterms is in Indiana? By the way, looking good this morning. Santana's flaming MAGA. Midterms is the same for everyone, but give me 1 second here. Let me find out. So early voting for midterms. This is the cast. It starts 10 days before the actual election. And so for Indiana, it is actually Indiana it's 28 days before the primary election. That's wild. In Indiana, you can start early voting in person 28 days before the election day. So that is crazy. And early voting ends 1 day before the election day. So W's in the chat, thank you so much for that $2 donation. And last but not least, G's, thank you so much for the $5 donation, saying, when talking to men about vasectomies, you should note that pregnancy permanently alters women and their skeletal structure and brain chemistry. Facts. Postpartum issues can last years undiagnosed and even lead to self-harm or violence. This isn't discussed enough to give, given the stakes. Yeah, I completely agree. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right. You were saying that you want to actually debate abortion.
Yeah, so like up until like I'd say about a week ago, I was like pro-life, but I was watching like, because even though I lean right, I enjoy watching you Dean Parker's lives. I just like, I don't know, I just do it in my free time, but I kind of refined my view a little bit. I think I'm pro-choice now, but I'm still like anti-abortion. I'm just pro-choice, because I don't think that the government should be able to like tell anyone to do about anything to do about their body, you know. But I don't really fully agree with abortion. So I was wondering if you wanted to like I guess it'd be like more of a moral debate on abortion.
No. And the only reason I say no is because, well, there's two reasons. One, morals are subjective. So like I don't necessarily like talking about morality. But then also number two, your position is the pro-life position. So you can disagree with it personally, right? Like that's fine, but it has nothing to do with like other people. So yeah, like you can have that personal preference. No one's shutting down your personal preference or what you believe, but the actual pro-choice position is allowing people to make that decision regardless of what you believe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. Guys, can we knock out the daily gift goal? It's the donuts. Can we knock out the donuts, please? Donuts. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. If you are over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. There's a lot of trolls in the chat and a lot of trolls who, for some reason, don't have the testicular fortitude to get up here. I'm muting you guys and I'm blocking you. Like seriously, for each and every one of you trolls who are running your mouths in the comments and I send you a request and you deny the request, I'm blocking you. I'm muting you if I see you yip yapping without being in the request. I'm blocking you if I send you multiple requests to come up because I don't give a fuck about what you have to say from the comment section. You guys got me fucked up. Like, thank you for the sheet. I think you guys think that I'm someone else. I think you guys believe for some reason that I am someone else. Guess what? You got me fucked up. Anyway, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
No, I just wanted to say I really do support what you do, and I'm sorry for coming up here, but
I appreciate it, guys. But please respect the boundaries of the live. Please respect the boundaries of the live. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, like I love you, I appreciate the hell out of you. I try to make sure that our comment section is safe and clean and like you guys get all the leeway in the world. But please respect the boundaries of the live, respect consent, and please do not come up unless you are a Trump supporter or just disagree with something on the background because we are looking for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something in the background?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Which point do you disagree with on the background? Would you like to start?
I would say that, well, I'd like to offer an alternative. So, you know, as to why I support Trump and the conservative movement.
Oh, I don't really care about like that. Now, if you want to tell me how you can still support him today, knowing everything that's occurring, then we can talk about that. But as far as like in general, overall, why you voted or anything like that, I don't think that like that's I don't think that's anything that's of any import. But like I'm more than willing to actually you know, go from there. Also, your bio says Michigan professional troll, actually liberal, love pretending to be MAGA.
No, don't worry about that.
Yep. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Debbie's in the chat for Cody. Cody sent a $15 donation saying, "Santana, homeschool mom here. My husband and I were just talking about how last night his old boomer boss won't allow him to hire black men with years of experience because they work construction sites. Instead, makes him hire barely inexperienced men, and claims he's not racist. Yeah, he's racist. Period. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Like, but that doesn't surprise me. I mean, like, that's how the good old boy system works. Again, I'm a black man from South Carolina, one of the few people that's been able to infiltrate the good old boy system, so I completely understand it. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I kind of disagree with the white women don't care about white supremacy. Okay. I think that most don't, but I would say that it is possible to deconstruct that and like learn enough to care about it and understand the true impact of it.
Yeah.
But I would say most don't.
Yeah, so you don't disagree with the background.
Well, I do, because I think it is possible for us to care.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm saying like you actually agree with the background, because that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Because I just got here not too long ago and I saw it, so I just wanted to.
Yeah, the premise is to challenge the mindset as far as how people exhibit the quote unquote care and what dictates the care, and how do you actually get to a point of not just saying that you care, but proving that you care. And so until white women, specifically the individuals, white women are taking the steps to prove that they care, and then as a collective care together, then until that point, they don't care.
Okay. Thank you then. I apologize for coming up if we don't disagree.
No, you're good. I appreciate it. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Hi, Real.
What's up?
No crash outs this morning, okay? Because I think I'm doing pretty good, and I would like to have like some decent conversations. Deal?
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's two I disagree with, but there's one I agree with.
Okay, perfect. Floor is yours. Where would you like to start? Which point do you disagree with the most?
Well, let me start by saying the one I agree with is the one on the top right where it says Santana is a bitch and he's not tough.
Okay. I don't see that, but I mean, I'm not going to knock your opinion.
I just wanted to mention that you're not tough and you're a coward.
Okay. I'm not tough and a coward, but he ran. I'm not tough and a coward, but he ran. I'm not tough and I'm a coward. I gave him the floor. He said what he had to say. I said, okay, it's his opinion, not going to knock it. And he ran. Real, if I'm a coward, what does that say about you? Like, seriously, if I sat here, allowed you to say that, didn't get upset, accepted the critique that you had, and you still ran, What does that say about you? I didn't run. Oh, you did. And you're muted now, Bub. Yeah, I'm so glad you commented. Come back up here. You ran. All there is to do. I spoke my opinion. No, like you ran.
Bro, my
you
plan
ran.
worked.
Hold
We're
on.
crashing out.
Shh. No. You were hoping for a crash out, but you didn't get it. You ran because you're a coward. You shared your opinion and then took off running because you didn't want any type of pushback. Not only that, surprise, surprise, guess what? I don't care about your opinion. Like, I don't care about your opinion about me. You were entitled to have whatever opinion that you have about me. Like, it wasn't funny. And you ran again. Holy smokes. Real. Get back up here. See, now it's about the principle. Now it's about the principality. Now I need you to stand on business. And I'm going to tell you, like I've been telling all the rest of the people, there we go. If you run again, I'm just going to block you. And I know you enjoy being in here because you're here all the time.
You're big mad.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not. I don't care. Like, that's the point. I'm just going to say this. I don't care about your opinion about me. That's fine. You can have your opinion. You said that you wanted to debate. And that's the only thing that I actually, okay. And he ran again. That's fine. I'm just going to block you. You know what the most interesting thing is to me about the people who claim that they hate me? The people that have like the biggest problems with me. You know what like the most interesting thing is about all of this? The most interesting thing about all of this is they fucking love to watch me. Every single day. Every single day they're here. Every single day they're in the comment section. Every single day they're on my videos that I post. They try to hop into my DMs and hope to like somehow get me to argue with them from the comment section of my, or from my DMs. And I don't do that. But the point being is the one thing that I refuse to do is allow you guys to be cowards. So I'm just going to block him. Like he's here every single day. Holy smokes. I don't get it. I don't know, chat. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because if I don't like someone's content, if I don't like the actual person, if I don't like something, like I don't watch their lives, I don't engage with their content. I don't know. But for some reason, people love to like hate watch, which I guess cool. Cheesy, thank you for the galaxy. Like if you're gonna hate watch, I guess. Couldn't be me. I don't think Jennifer's gonna load. W's in the chat for Rebecca for the $5 donation saying, when I catch you live, I try to give a little something. Thanks for what you do, Rebecca. Thank you so much. That is fucking kind. W's in the chat for Rebecca. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. W's in the chat for Mystic for the $4.99 super chat to say, this 65-year-old from South Carolina, hey, shout out to SC, South Kakalaki. That's where I'm from. Adores you. Even call my dog Bub. That's funny. I fucking love that. W's in the chat for you, Mystic. W's in the chat for South Carolina. And I appreciate the hell out of you. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. If you are over on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and you would like to debate me, guess what? You do not have to leave where you are. You can come up here and debate me. You do not have to leave your safe space. You don't have to come to TikTok. All you have to do is click that link. Click that link and boom, we can get you up here to debate me. By the way, W's in the fucking chat for Twitch because Twitch is always killing it. But Twitch, W's in the chat over on Twitch for, let's start here. I think it's Instant. On Saint Arcade, I think on Saint Arcade, who sent 200 bits. Also another 30 bits. And let's see, One Mighty Pen sent the Why Are You Running? And Twitch, we're finally over 100 subscribers on Twitch. So fucking W's in the chat for Twitch, guys. Fucking, last night we hit our sub goal for Twitch. So like fucking W's in the chat for Twitch, and we are moving forward even more. Shout out to everyone that's watching over on Twitch. You got like, what, 36 people watching over on Twitch? That's fucking crazy. What's Twitch? Twitch is just based as hell. If you don't have a Twitch account, you should do it. I owe Twitch. I told Twitch I'm going to stream Ghost of Tsushima, however you say it, and I'm going to do it. I might do it today after, either before or after therapy. But yeah, W's in the chat for Twitch. Again, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. One thing that I want to make sure that I finish talking about is what I was saying when it comes to the overall premise of the Great Replacement Theory, or again, as I call it, the white replacement theory. And I talked about how the Trump administration, they're not actually doing mass deportation because they want to do anything beneficial for the country. They're doing mass deportation because they want to keep the country white. And understanding that they have a lack of ability to go through mass deportation with the efforts that they're utilizing now, they're going after people who aren't violent criminals. That's why less than 5% is of the people that they're deporting are violent criminals, right? But during the Trump administration's first administration and currently, this was something that they ran on. This is something that they ran on, and this is something that they were successful with. They have slowed the legal process of immigration. So MAGA Trump supporters, you lied. Donald Trump lied. Shocker, surprise, surprise. Donald Trump lied. It's never been about doing things the right way. They just don't want anyone that's not white in the country. That's why they've tried to price people out of asylum. What does that mean? That means that now the Trump administration has instituted fees on asylum. There's a yearly reoccurring fee for asylum seekers. There's multiple registration fees for asylum seekers. There's a multitude of fees that never occurred for seeking asylum that now happens. They've also done things like remove TPA status. They've reduced the amount of refugees that are coming into the country. They've done all of these things specifically to target immigration, not quote unquote illegal immigration, but immigration as a whole, because they don't want anyone that's not white coming into the country. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on? Oh, okay. Now, with that being said, there's more. While we've seen a decrease in the overall outward pursuit of deportation, the Trump administration is not backing off the premise as far as stopping immigration as a whole. Chat, brace yourself, because this person sucks. You guys know who Stephen, you guys are smart. I know you guys know this. You guys know who Stephen Miller is, right? Chat, we all know Stephen Miller, right? I know for a fact that, like, you guys know who Stephen Miller is. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Yep, the Crypt Keeper, absolutely. I call him Lord Voldemort, right? But Stephen Miller, who has been at the forefront of the mass deportation for the Trump administration, had something to say about what efforts they're taking when it comes to immigration. And spoiler alerts, This is not about undocumented immigrants.
The Biden administration, the Democrats have inflicted on this nation the worst national security threat in our history. We've never faced a threat like this. 20 million people brought into our country from the most failed societies on earth. Afghanistan, Somalia, Libya, Iraq, brought here. No vetting, no conditions, no rules. Brought here on visas, brought here as refugees, brought here as asylees, brought here as illegals. Brought here in every way imaginable, by plane, train, bus, automobile, by land, by sea. For 4 straight years, they deluged this country. And now more blood is being spilled as a result. What you heard tonight from President Trump, the breaking news here tonight, is saying that his government is going to accelerate efforts to review every person added to this country over the last 20 years, or the last 4 years, all 20 million. Now, obviously, if you're illegal, you're out automatically. But everybody else who is brought here, refugee, asylum status, whatever status, as he said, if you're not someone who loves this country, if you're not adding benefit to this country, then we're going to send you out of this country because it's enough already. No one else has to die. No one else has to be murdered. No one else has to be shot. No more empty seats are needed at the Thanksgiving table or the Christmas table because of what Democrats have done to this country. So tonight we heard from a commander-in-chief a historic announcement, a brave announcement, exactly what America needed to hear, Kellyanne.
For anyone wondering what he was talking about the fact that there's conversations around deploying more troops to DC, specifically to target the quote unquote immigration issues and even more so immigrants that are coming from the Middle East, right? But that was Stephen Miller. And something I want to call out is the Freudian slip. Did anyone hear that Freudian slip? Did anyone hear the Freudian slip? Yeah. So he said, well, we're going to examine. Yep, exactly. He said 20, I mean 20 years. Oh, I mean 4. He tried to pretend as if it was anyone that came into the country under the 4 years of Biden, regardless of whatever your status is. But Stephen Miller, like that's the thing about Stephen Miller. He has a habit of having these slip ups because Stephen Miller is a ghoul. He doesn't have any type of, he's not electable because he has a stupid face. He has a stupid voice. And you can tell that he wears tighty whities and not just like white draws, but he wears actual tighty whities. Stephen Miller looks like that if he wears a size medium in underwear, he always gets his underwear small. Like that's the type of person he seems like he is. But I digress, right? He doesn't have any type of electability, but he's super dangerous. And they put him on camera because at times he can sound smart and he has the capability of lying seamlessly, but he slips up often. And so him admitting that it's more than that 4 years, he tried to walk it back and say, oh, 4 years. He admitted that it was that 20-year window. Like he openly admitted that. But that goes to what they're trying to do. That goes to what the Trump administration is looking to do. Immigration, mass deportation, it's not about getting bad people out of the country. It's only about ensuring that the country stays white. And they're willing to do any and everything they possibly can to ensure that that happens. Also, that 20 million number is fucking crazy. I hate the Republicans keep trying to use that when they can't substantiate that. I fucking hate that they try to use that number and they can't substantiate it. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
No, I just need to say thank you.
Okay, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Guys, please, 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 only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. You said you're really reaching, dude. Oh, okay. Come up here and tell me how I'm reaching. I sent you a request. I don't care about your comments in the comment section. Get up here and tell me how I'm reaching. What point did I reach on? I can absolutely prove that while the Trump administration has been highly ineffective with mass deportation, the one thing that they have been super successful in, not only their first term, but this term, is slowing the legal immigration process. You're good, Tina. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. But please, 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 guys, respect the boundaries of the live. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. But like I said, I can prove that every other immigration policy tactic when it comes to targeting like undocumented immigrants and all this other stuff, not only is it failing to massive levels, but it's overwhelmingly like they're super harmful. But the one thing that they have consistently done and they've been able to effectively do is slow the legal process of migration. I can prove that. W's in the chat for Janice for the $2 donation saying some, not all, white people are very jealous of people of color, mainly black people, for our ability, for our thinking ability, and to exceed beyond what they thought was the sky. Keep spreading the truth. Yeah, like I don't know if I would characterize that. I think that there's like there's so much value in deconstruction, and sure, I think there is some a sense of jealousy, but I think that it's much more complex than that. And like boiling it down to them being jealous, I think would actually cheapen what's happening, right? Yes, because shaking ass is so smart. Oh, Anna, poo-poo, come up here and tell me about it. Oh, I can't send you an invite, but I can mute you. Come up here and tell me about how the only thing black people have to offer is shaking ass. Come on, Anna. Come on, Anna. Anna said, yes, because shaking ass is so smart. Come up here and tell me about how shaking ass is the only thing that black people have to offer. I love how they think that their comments are going to fly in the comment section like I won't see it. I fucking love that. I fucking thrive off of that. I love how you cowards think that you can sneak diss. I love how you think you can do it. But you can't. First person shooter here. You will be sniped every time. You will be sniped every time. I don't care about thumb thugs. I don't care about keyboard warriors. I just don't. Anywho. W's in chat from Mike for the $2 donation saying, you guys are so wrong. Stephen Miller is an absolute, is absolutely Palpatine from Star Wars. I can see that. I can see that. W's in the chat for Abby for the $2 donation saying, I love the cup. Where'd you get it? My wife, management got this for me. This Oogie Boogie mug or whatever. Like, I have no idea where she got it from. I just know my wife got it. And even more so, I love spooky season. Halloween is my favorite holiday. And so like she gets me a bunch of cool Halloween shit. So there's that. W's in the chat for Marie. What up, Marie? Who sent a $5 donation. I don't think Miller is slipping up. I think he's very much means to drop those hints for white nationalists. You know what, Marie? You may be right. Actually, you may have just cooked with that one. Fucking W's in the chat for Marie. W's in the chat for Tosi for the $5 super chat to say, not gonna lie, got a crush on you, Santana. There needs to be more men like you. Thank you for being you. We adore you. Maybe one day I'll get a guy like you. I'm okay. Like I think that like women should hold men to standards. Men should hold men to standards. I think that as people, we all need to be better. I know that like some people may really enjoy my political takes or my personal beliefs on things, but like the reason why I go to therapy is because I am like flawed in so many different ways. And I think the thing that we just need to try to look for in people is people that are actively trying to be good people. No one's going to be perfect, right? No one's going to be perfect. And people fuck up all the time. I know I fuck up all the time. But I think the biggest thing is just actively looking for someone that's, trying to be better and putting in the work. I think that's the only thing that we can, really require of people. So I don't know. Debbie's in the chat for Sin. What up, Sin? Who used their 3 months of being a YouTube member to say, thank you for always keeping us educated. Happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day to you as well. And thank you, Sin. Debbie's in the chat for Damo for the $5 super chat to say, Santana, do you believe that that it's Miller who's attacking the SPLC, given that they reported on? Yes. And I have more information about that. And so I will actually be speaking about that soon. But W's in the chat for all the donos, guys. W's in the chat for Andrea, who sent a $3 donation saying, continue doing the good work. I'm from Canada and listening faithfully. Thank you so much, Andrea. Shout out to my neighbors from the north. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates just to kind of recenter the point of the debate. America doesn't care. I know a lot of people don't look at the background, so I like to read it out every once in a while to ensure that people are hearing me when I say this. America doesn't care. And when I say America doesn't care, I mean Republicans. They don't care about the Epstein survivors. Hell, they don't care about women, children. They don't care about a lot of things except their Cheeto in chief. But Republicans, they don't care about Epstein survivors. Moderate Democrats, you guys are the biggest disappointment. If you consider yourself to be a moderate Democrat, if you consider yourself to be someone that's in the middle of the road, that, we need to reach across the aisle, we need to work with MAGA, we need to bring them into our tent. You don't care about the country. You can't prove me wrong on that one. White men don't care about anything except power. That's a fact. It's proven. I have the numbers. And I can run it. White women don't care about white supremacy. I know that you guys like to say, oh, I don't like white supremacy. Oh, I don't stand for white supremacy. Yeah, I hear you. But I think that, I think you don't care. Actually, I know that you don't care. Actually, if you come up here, I'll prove that you don't care. Last but not least, Blagga, FBA, you guys don't care about black people. You pretend to be so pro-black, but you're anti-black as fuck. The way that you try to wage war throughout the diaspora and to vilify non-black Americans is sick. And I'll say this, you can tap dance all you want. The Republican Party will never give you reparations. So you keep shucking and jiving and tapping and dancing, but they'll never give you reparations. And you'll never sit at their table. So if you disagree with anything on the background, get up here. We're only looking for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
Charlie Cook.
I don't think that's funny. I don't think trolling is cute. Please don't do that. And I'm blocking you.
I'm not a troll.
Yeah, you are, and you're blocked. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. And seriously, guys, I wish they would let Charlie Kirk burn in peace. God damn it, I know it has to be hard. Being Charlie Kirk or whatever, formerly Charlie Kirk, whatever. That shit has to be tough. Think about it. Think about it. You're out on a college campus spreading lies like you do, and somebody kirks you, and then what follows that is like massive AI slop dumps, right? Like can we talk about how the fact that it's weird that they overwhelmingly continue to put out this AI slop, which that song is from, like, AI slop. It's weird. But then not only are we talking about like AI slop, but the entire premise of your murder is being politicized because they want to paint you out to be a martyr when you really weren't. You were just a stupid racist. Like, I'm going to call a spade a spade. Charlie Kirk perpetuated myth that harms so many marginalized communities while being like one of the most stupid people that I've ever had the displeasure of interacting with. But that's not all. Oh, hold on. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Little gang. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely a Trump supporter. And I disagree with some of them things, but I recently saw that thing with the FBA stuff with the kid who went on stage and was calling them old heads, old as fuck, and we ain't with that shit y'all was doing all these years. But also as well, bro, I got like 12 of them polo hats too, bro. Them shits is fire, ain't they? I got them in blue, green. I got a gray one. I got an orange.
I got a yellow one. I got a yellow one that like
you got a yellow
Easter.
one. I ain't seen the yellow joint.
Listen, it's tough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just don't wear it on camera that much.
I got a bunch of them bitches though. I fuck with them. Yeah, them shit's hype.
Okay.
So
okay. What do you disagree with on the background?
Hey, look, man. Hold on. I can't see your background no more. Hold on. How do I click on you?
It's Republicans don't care about Epstein survivors or just about anything.
No, we don't care about. I mean, for real, we don't care about none of that shit. For real, bro. Like all that stuff is like nonsense. Fodder. It's just noise. That's all it is, do you mean? Bro. All that stuff is just a distraction. It's all good, and nobody cares for real. We don't care.
Wait, a distraction from what?
I like a distraction in the sense of not a distraction from something, a distraction from the Democrat bullshit. They don't have anything going, so y'all just sit there and nitpick and all this and all that, but y'all doing the same shit. Y'all got Swalwell, y'all got the Rodriguez dude, all this type of stuff going on, but y'all just want to keep talking about Epstein files and shit. Like, we don't care for real.
Yeah,
we really don't.
I know, and I mean, I think there's a actual disconnection as far as the care thing, but I don't think that since you're not necessarily pushing back on that, like, I'm not going to fight you on it. But I do have a question. So you said that you're a Republican, you're a conservative, you align, and it's mostly because you say the Democrats don't have anything going on. Why do you support the Republican Party and Donald Trump as of today?
Because they do shit. Honestly, the real reason is because he at least does something.
Like what?
They don't. The Democrat Party does nothing, bro.
Wait, no. Stop talking about Democrats. I don't care about the Democrats. I'm trying to figure out why you actually support like Donald Trump.
Because they do something. Because they
but be
do
specific.
Something.
Be specific.
Okay.
What do they do?
Okay. Trump will go in there, sign his little executive orders, do his little thing. They're gonna shoot it down. They're gonna take it to court or whatever. But at least he's doing something, though.
Okay.
He's not just talking. He's not just saying, "Oh man, it's an idea." No, he's doing shit.
Okay.
Democrats, y'all just sit there and think all day.
Okay.
Somebody got to do something.
Okay, that's fair. I want to continue to focus on the Republican Party, though, because I understand your beef with the Democrats. That's not an issue. I'm just trying to get more of an understanding as far as Republicans. So, your entire point is they do something. So it doesn't matter to you if the something that they do is performative or it fails. It just matters that they're actually doing something. Is that accurate?
Yes, because it shows, and that's why I feel like Donald Trump was a great pick, because he got all of us in tune with politics, whether you like him or not. I feel like because more people do not like him, it got more people into politics. So now we are more in tune with what's going on. We would have never seen stuff with fraud before without Donald Trump. We would have never had a person like a Nick Shirley before Donald Trump.
Stop. Don't go too far. Wait. Don't go too far. Don't go too far, because I don't want to move on to fraud when we're still talking about where we are. But I do agree with you. Donald Trump is polarizing, right? That's one of the like, as any type of public facing figure, polarization is important. Like, people can love you, people can hate you, but if people are just like whatever, then you're in trouble. And so yes, I do think that Donald Trump forced a lot of people to get into politics that were not in politics before. Now, that's been a good and a bad thing, because you have a lot of people who are ignorant, and instead of actually, trying to educate themselves, just lean on things that they don't know. But then you also have people who are actively stepping in and saying, well, I want a political future, blah, 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 blah. Like, there's a lot to it. But I think the biggest thing that I want to call out is I don't see any functionality in performative measures. And this isn't just something that I critique Donald Trump on, but like I critique the Democratic Party on as well. Like I said this to Ro Khanna to his face. Like, when it came to what he passed for the Epstein Transparency Act, I felt like it was performative because there was no real teeth behind the piece of legislation. And so I guess I'm trying to understand from your perspective how being performative from the Republican Party is acceptable.
What? I don't, because it's not performative. They actually do it.
Well, it is performative if nothing actually comes from it. Like, that's what I said. Does it matter?
Sometimes things get shot down. Sometimes things go to court, but at least they're doing shit.
Right. Then that's performative.
So it's not performative. They're actually doing it, and then it gets stopped by the court.
Right. But if it's not done in a way where it's something that can actually make a real impact and stick, then it's performative, right?
No, it's not actually. Okay. Because, for example, tariffs got shot down by the court, right? Mm-hmm. Tariffs were enacted. Tariffs were having a real life effect. Tariffs were a real thing, right? Just because it got shot down, that's not performative, bro. That shit was real.
Right. You do understand that tariffs had a negative effect, though, right?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so your point isn't that it doesn't matter about the results that are yielded. It just matters if something happens.
Yes. They're doing stuff. It's not just the normal bureaucracy. They're just going to work. They just tucking in their fucking tie and they just sitting there doing nothing. No, he gives them something to do. He gives them something to work for. He gives them something to fight for. He gives them something to do when they're at the Capitol.
So this is interesting. So overall, your basis is not rooted in substantial change or any type of fundamental or tangible thing occurring from the action. Your whole thing is actually it's
substantial change because we're all talking about it now. Now we're all talking about politics. Now we're all engaged. There are young people that are engaged in politics. You got people all around the country, around the globe, engaged in our politics. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a change for real, bro. That's a real change.
But when I say change, I mean any actual tangible change when it comes to like beneficial betterment of our day-to-day life. Like, I understand what you're saying. I'm not pushing back on your premise as far as like it's engaged people, right? I've already granted that. Like, engagement is high. People are more interested. People are paying attention, for better or for worse. Yes. Like that's a thing. But when it comes to like the substantial positive impact to our day-to-day life, like, you don't care if they do anything that benefits us on a day-to-day basis as American citizens.
I think that everything that he has done has benefited us. Like you said, you already conceded the point that we all are more involved. That was great for us.
I'm not saying that's great. I'm not saying that's great.
That was great for us.
He didn't close the border.
No, why is it not great that more people are involved in politics?
Because people aren't taking the proper measures to actually educate themselves before entering the political realm. And so they don't know basic things like how many branches of the government it is, what the functionality of the branches are, like how you pass a bill. Like they don't know the actual things.
Okay, look up Tommy Tuberville.
I know about Tommy
elected
Tuberville
as a Republican senator.
Yeah, because he was an SEC football coach.
He don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He don't know what the hell the branches of government was when he got elected to senator.
Right, and he's been a horrible senator.
He is a horrible fucking senator. I agree. I'm just saying, it's people that's in the Senate that don't know the goddamn government. So why do I expect a
why is that
regular
acceptable
layperson to know? It's not acceptable, bro. I'm just saying though, at least we are turning on the lights for this shit.
I think that like the premise as far as like at least people are like I don't know. I guess my whole position is like I'm not interested in someone doing something just for doing it or doing a bad job. Like if I'm going to have someone do something, then I expect a positive outcome. It might not be the greatest outcome, but I at no point am expecting for me to like give authority, position, or power to someone and then they do like a bad job or like that's weird.
Well, no, see, that's all subjective, right? Because you would have internal metrics, right? Like you got internal metrics for your page and shit. You say this is what we're trying to reach, blah blah blah. So yeah, they got their internal metrics and they're doing what they got to do.
But what's more important, like the internal metrics for like the administration or the actual tangible benefits for the country? Because elected officials,
it takes time, right?
It
takes time.
Wait 1 second. Public officials, regardless of political leanings or party lines or whatever, the end outcome is supposed to be positive benefits for the country. And so if there's no actual positive benefits, then it doesn't matter what their party affiliation is. They're not doing a good job.
Okay. So how did your guys feel before we went to war with Iran? We had, in Chicago at least, our gas was in the $2 range.
Okay.
I ain't seen that shit in like years, bro.
Okay.
That's a tangible benefit, right?
Of what?
Energy costs being down, affordability, everything has to deal with energy. I work in the logistics industry. So our biggest cost is fuel all day, every day, bro. We look at fuel every day.
I have an MBA in supply chain management and logistics and work for like
So let's talk about some intermodal transactions.
Wait. I understand logistics. I understand the premise behind fuel. I'm trying to understand why you brought that up. Why did you bring up
you say
the fuel cost?
That's a tangible policy change that you could feel.
Perfect. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. What did Donald Trump or his administration do to actually lower the cost of fuel?
We call it drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, but
we opened up our oil production back up.
No, that's not true.
We did. Wait. What's not true?
The quote unquote drill, baby, drill. First and foremost, it was just a slogan, right? It's literally just a slogan. And it goes back to that performative thing that I told you. But even more so, when you take a look at the actual amount of drilling that's occurred, the Biden administration not only drilled more, but produced more oil than any other country in the history of the world. And even when Donald Trump was running on the premise of quote unquote drill, baby, drill, oil executives and experts openly admitted that we are at max capacity and there's no further level that we can go past beyond what we were already drilling at. And if you take a look at the actual EPA and the actual oil that's been produced, the highest amount of oil produced was under the Biden administration, not under this administration of Donald Trump. So like, that's not a thing.
Up in front of me. It says American oil production has increased significantly.
Okay, where are you seeing this?
I don't know what you're talking about. 2025. Go on Google, man.
Yeah, no. Tell me your specific source. I can put it on the screen.
It's on Google, bro. Okay.
Right. Google isn't a source. What's your actual source?
I got you. This is the U.S. Energy Information Administration.
Okay. The EIA. Okay, and what's the title of what you're looking at?
I'm in AI mode on Google. It don't really give you all the damn things.
Click on the actual link and tell me what you're trying to get.
I got you. Okay, it's a graph, the EIA graph. It shows.
What's the title at the top?
Today in Energy, it says at the top.
Okay, perfect. Today in Energy. EIA, Today in Energy.
U.S. November 26, 2024, U.S. crude oil production established a new record in August 2024.
Okay. Who's the president in August 2024?
It says November 2024.
Who's the president in November 2024?
It doesn't matter if it's whoever. It doesn't matter, bro.
No. Do you remember what I told you?
What
did I say about that?
No, you remember what I told you. The point is we're having these discussions. And
No.
We wouldn't be talking about this shit if it was Biden. We're talking about it because it's Trump.
Take a step back, right? I said, because you said that Donald Trump, I said, what tangible benefits? You brought up fuel. You said gas prices were lower. I said, what did Trump do do that? You said, drill, baby, drill. I told you that under Biden, we drilled the most that we have ever drilled before. And you said, well, no, we did more. Now you looked up the information. You said the EIA, and the information you were giving me was supposed to show where we drilled more under under Trump than Biden. But the information that you just gave me verifies what I just said.
Okay, then I might have to look at something different, like like, are we exporting it or something? Like there is a difference. I'm not so in tune with it right now.
But like you went to the perfect place because the EIA is where you want to be, and it tells you the information. The point that I'm getting across though is like it's not about like the slogan or whatever. It's about what's actually happening. And that was my point. Donald Trump, and to give you the answer, Donald Trump hasn't done anything to tangibly benefit oil or gas prices. Right. He hasn't instituted any type of direct policy. He hasn't done anything that specifically allows oil prices to actually cheapen for the U.S.
Hold on. Give me 1 second then. Hold
on. You take a minute. I'm going to thank a couple of people and then I'll come right back to you. OK.
No, for sure.
All right. W's in the chat, guys. W's in the chat for Sherry. Hey, Sherry, who sent a $5 donation. Yeah, Sherry, send that to me. Shoot me an email with that information and I'll take a look at it. And I'll be more than happy to actually see what we can do. W's in the chat for Sherry. W's in the chat for Miss Torres, who sent a $2 donation saying, Blaga, why are you supporting the president that wants to erase or silence your history of slavery, want to cut funding for historical museums, order cities to remove historical monuments about slavery, diminishing what our ancestors survived through? Trump is not the one. He is not. Big facts. W's in the chat for Marie for the $1 donation saying, every time I hear Tupperville's name, I die a little inside. Goddamn turnip with ears. Roll Tide Tommy, you may enjoy your actual residence in Florida and stay the hell away. I know that's right. And W's in the chat for Tess in a $20 donation saying, when people are happy with service, they don't pay attention to why. When they're not happy, they're more invested in talking about it. Why is anyone okay with being unhappy with the dysfunction in our government just because we're paying more attention? Accelerationist. Like, that's a good point. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Ant for the $2 donation saying, Trump made a slogan to increase oil production. Yeah, he did. Ant. W's in the chat for Ant. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Also, 1.8 thousand people hanging out here on TikTok. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit the follow button, turn on notifications. We go live all the time. We only got 60 new followers on the stream. Guys, we're on our way to 200,000 followers. Please, please, please hit that follow button, turn on notification. I would love it if you come back, join us more. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We should have as many thumbs up as we have people watching the stream. And last but not least, fucking W's in the chat for Eclipse, who became a Twitch subscriber and then also sent out a Twitch subscription. Fucking W's in the chat. All right. You said you were looking for something else.
Yeah, no, I got you, bro. I'm back. I've got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So since he's been in office, this is what he did to actually affect oil prices.
Are you on whitehouse.gov?
No, I'm on. I'm not on whitehouse.gov.
What source are you using?
I'm in AI mode on Google, so any of y'all can do this. And I go on Google Scholar, so it's all good, bro. It's it's good.
Go ahead. I'm willing to listen. At least you're breaking something. A lot of times, like people don't look up shit. They just talk from their fifi. So I'm willing to engage.
I got you. All right. So Trump issued an executive order 14156. He declared a national emergency to fast track.
Let me pull up the EO. What's the EO again?
14156.
14156. Got it.
Bring it up.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. That declared we was in a national energy emergency. Then that followed with the Defense Production Act to accelerate domestic production of oil, natural gas, and coal. Then he rolled back the standards. He pulled back some of these standards that Biden put in place, like, we want to put windmills and shit up, all that shit. Now he got rid of all that. And then he lifted the export bans. Because that's one thing I do know already. We cannot refine our own oil. We ship all our oil out because we don't have the refineries for this shit.
Yeah, that's because of Trump, but keep going.
No, it's not because of Trump, bro. You know how long it takes to build a refinery, bro?
Tay, I promise you, I'm not just saying this because like I got fifis or anything.
Refine our own oil because of Trump.
Oh, I promise you, I have facts and information. I don't want to interrupt you. I'm just like,
tell me.
No, go ahead and finish your point.
No. I want to hear that shit. No, tell me.
Okay, cool. This was going to be all the information that I was going to tie together and let you know, like, why Donald Trump has been more negatively impacting for not only gas prices but oil production as a whole. But there's a multitude of things. First and foremost, have you heard of OPEC Plus, the OPEC Plus deal? Okay. The OPEC Plus deal, do you know how that came about?
No.
Okay, cool. Back during the pandemic, of course, when people weren't driving, and so people weren't driving, no one was buying gas, and oil prices were bottoming out. And so the billionaire oil barons who were still making money hand over fist were not making money as much as they were before. And so they went to Donald Trump and they said, like, hey, you got to do something. We need you to get OPEC to cut production of oil. Right. And
no, you tweaking. I mean, no. Okay, maybe some shit happened during the pandemic. I get that part.
You didn't even let me finish.
Because it has nothing to do with our refineries, bro.
It literally does. You didn't let me get to it. It literally does. I'm gonna prove it. Tay, I need you to stop for a second and just listen. I promise you it's a point. I like building cakes instead of just like saying random stuff. I want you to understand all of it. So again, his oil baron buddies went to him and said, like, hey, we're losing money.
Wait. So your premise is we could not refine oil until after 2020. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not. You would know what I'm saying if you let me finish what I'm saying.
But no, so why are you bringing it up though?
Because it's relevant.
To what?
To why we can't refine oil within the U.S. I promise you, if you just stop.
So you're trying to say that we cannot refine oil.
I'm just going to mute you and I'm going to finish because I promise you I'm going to get to where you're looking, but you just have to stop and listen. Again, they went to Donald Trump, told him that we're losing money and we need you to convince the Saudis to cut oil production with OPEC. Donald Trump went to OPEC, said, hey, I need you guys to cut oil production because, we're losing money due to COVID. And they said no. And so Donald Trump actually threatened the Saudis and said, if you guys don't cut oil production, then we're going to pull military support from Saudi Arabia. Like, this is all documented. It's on the record. And so Donald Trump was telling people that the pandemic was going to last for 2 weeks, but then did a backdoor deal and got the Saudis to sign the OPEC Plus deal, which was a 2-year agreement to cut oil production, right? And so that occurred. And when they signed that deal, at the same time, Jared Kushner, I don't know if you know who Jared Kushner is, but Jared Kushner is Donald Trump's son-in-law. He actually led the selling of 16 oil refineries within the U.S., including the largest oil refinery that we had in Texas. So at the same time that Trump was actually getting the OPEC Plus deal signed, Jared Kushner was working with different countries to sell off the oil refineries, which the one in Texas that was sold to the Saudis. So the reason why we can't refine oil, we can't do as much oil refinery here is because not only do we not have the capability, but 16 of our largest oil refineries, including the largest one that was in Texas, was sold off under the Trump administration, directly connected with Donald Trump's son-in-law. Now, there's so much more to talk about when it comes to like the OPEC Plus deal and the ramifications for all of that. But that's what happened with the oil refineries.
Okay, that's fine. I get it. Whatever. But either way, they're the type of oil refineries that do not work with the
Centaur.
oil we
Yeah,
have.
I know what you're saying. That's why we export.
Yes, that's the whole
it's cheaper.
point.
It's cheaper to actually import our
So
oil
who cares
than it
if we
is.
sold them?
It's cheaper at this point, it's cheaper to import our oil and then export the oil that we drill versus actually trying to refine it.
Exactly.
Because we don't have, because the refineries that we had that had not only close to
the ones that we had were not for this type of oil. There's different types of oil, my boy.
Can you please let me finish? I know there's different
types of oil.
Tay, you have to let me finish my sentence.
Bro, I hear you, bro.
You don't, because you keep interrupting me. You don't.
I hear you.
The reason why is because we don't have the capabilities to refine the type of oil, and the refineries that we did that had those capabilities or close to those capabilities were sold off instead of actually investing more.
So now you want to place it on that? No, you're not doing that, bro. We didn't have the capabilities in the first.
Instead of investing more and ensuring that we had the ability to refine those oils here ourselves. That's why we export our oil and then import the oil that we actually use. Now you can speak.
Okay. I supremely reject your premise that the only reason we cannot refine our oil is because Jared Kushner and
that's not what
Trump
I said.
Stole the refineries.
That's not what I said. You just didn't listen. No, you didn't listen.
Bro, I just heard everything you said. You said,
okay.
They
still made my argument.
Still
made my argument.
Let me talk, bro.
Still made my argument.
Let me talk. You saying that it's Trump's fault that we can't refine oil. It's been like that, bro. It's a different type of oil.
I didn't say that.
So, all right. Inform your listeners. Inform them.
I've informed my listeners. My listeners have been listening. I need to inform you. I need to inform you. So, Tay, I'm going to mute you again. Please stop trying to talk and listen to what I'm saying one more time. The point of what I'm saying, I have never said that it's Donald Trump's fault that we can't refine our own oil here. That is not what I'm saying. I said that Donald Trump has had more negative impacts on the cost of oil and gas within the U.S. by the things that he's done. And the reason why we haven't had more progression or development with our oil refineries is directly related to Donald Trump, because under his first administration, at the same time that he was getting the Saudis to cut the OPEC Plus deal, his son-in-law, who is still being used today, even though he is not a government official, he is still being used today to negotiate. His son-in-law negotiated selling off 16 oil refineries in the US, including the largest one that we had in Texas, to the Saudis. So the point that I'm making is, instead of investing in our oil refineries here in the US and ramping up the ability to refine our own oil, the Trump administration under their first term directly got rid of refineries and lessened the ability for the US to refine our own oil. That's
okay. So I would say it's a good business move because they sold off the old ones, right? And they started building the new ones. In March 2026, President Donald Trump announced a historic $300 billion project led by America First Refining in partnership with India's Reliance Industries to construct the first major new oil refinery in the U.S.
Where is it at? What's the status?
Just type in some shit about Trump building new refineries.
No, give me a source. I'm not using AI overview.
Okay,
you have to give me a
my
source.
boy. CNBC. March 10th, 2026. CNBC. I love CNBC. These are my boys. I love these guys.
What's the title?
The title, Trump says U.S. will build first refinery in 50 years with investment from India's Reliance Industries.
In 50 years? Wait.
That's the first refinery in 50 years.
Okay. I thought it was saying like they're going to build it 50 years from now. Got it.
No.
Read the title one more time for me.
Trump says U.S. will build first refinery in 50 years with investment from India's Reliance Industries.
Okay, give me a second here.
March 10th, 2026, 10:17 p.m.
CNBC, Trump announced project. Tuesday to get the first oil refinery in 50 years, funded by investment. This historic $300 billion deal is the biggest in U.S. history. He said on Truth Social, India. He thanked India's largest private held energy company, Reliance Oil, 206 market capital, new refinery. It's a 20-year deal. The refinery opened. It's hitting 120 per barrel. Crude oil is up. Okay, so yeah, this is the actual information about the the refining process. No, well, this talks about the process. Do you know where they are currently with that production?
I mean, it says they're building the shit. I don't think you can build a refinery in a day. I live.
No. I know. So I know they can. I'm saying, do you know where they are currently with the actual like production?
Well, I know that they're trying to build the new ones that we need for our type of oil. I don't know where they are with the process. No, I'm not clocking them. No, but I know they're trying to get into the new refineries that we can actually use. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, give me a second here. Let me see.
I mean, it was announced in March. It's only been a month, so I can only assume they're probably still purchasing the land or something.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought this was March of 2025. Okay. I mean, like, that's valid. No. That's valid. Okay. I apologize. I thought that was March of last year, not March of this year. Okay. So at this point, like it's just the actual, the announcement. Let's see. Give me 1 second.
I'm about to mute up for 1 second. Give me 1 second.
No worries. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Oh, let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Philip. What up, Philip? Thank you so much for the fucking Falcon. W's in the chat for Philip. Why is that not? I'm trying to pull up this article to see what's the latest status on the actual refinery, because again, I see that they say text from oh shit. This is funny.
All right, I'm back. So did you find anything?
Yeah, I did find something super interesting.
All right, what you trying to find, man?
Hey, do you? Okay, so I will absolutely admit that Donald Trump just announced this, the actual the deal in March of 2025. Do you know when the negotiations, preparations, and everything for this project occurred?
Do I know when no, I do not know when they occurred.
And do you know?
Someone said something in the chat like Biden 2022.
Do you know? Wait, do you know what project this rolls under?
I think someone said Biden 2022, but y'all understand that we have new presidents every 4 years. It's not like we have a king or something.
I agree, but This
So we also use
hold on. No.
Forward.
This actual project falls under the Element Fuel project, which was not only announced, but the site that they're using, the agreement that's in place, and everything that was the framework and the agreement that was put in place has been in place since June of 2024 under Joseph Robinette Biden. So they actually came up with this entire plan in June of 2024. And they are planning on processing the 160,000 barrels of oil a day. And it
What'd you
goes
call
to
this? The element what?
The Element Fuel projects. And so, yes, this 20-year agreement is absolutely something that Donald Trump talked about. But this all goes back to the project that was put in place under the Biden administration in 2024. But the funny thing is that Donald Trump is highlighting this because of our current conflict with Iran.
Okay, then then it seems like you guys did something right for fucking once.
Oh, okay.
For once, you guys finally did something right. If that's true, I just looked it up. It was part of the Element Fuel project.
Yeah.
What? Element Fuels Holding LLC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's about anything to do with Biden though.
Yeah, no, they established it in June 2024. Yeah. I'm going to say thank you to a couple of people while you do some reading or whatever. Give me just a moment here. W's in the chat for Mike, who sent a $2 donation saying, I've noticed for a while now, the people only read headlines and never go deeper. They need to ask the question, where is this being done? When is it being done? You need something from the actual company that's doing it to confirm it, confirm Donald Trump, not just Donald Trump talking. Can't trust anything that he says. That's facts. Like, but to be fair to me, like, I don't just trust anything that anyone says. But yeah, like big facts. W's in the chat for Sherry. I got your email. Thank you so much for the $1 donation. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. I guess like the biggest thing is, so the one thing I won't say is like Donald Trump hasn't done anything because like, again, I will give you
two in your chat. Yo, stop playing with me. I'm an investor. I read 10K filings. I read 10 Qs on fucking SEC.org. Stop playing with me. Stop playing.
The thing that I'm like pushing back on overall is saying like when it comes to the actual oil prices, because that was your original point, right? Oil prices prior to what the conflict in Iran.
We said the oil prices prior to the conflict with Iran, it was $2 something in Chicago. It was $4.3 something before.
The point that I made is that Donald Trump didn't do anything to actually tangibly affect that. As a matter of fact, he had more negative impacts on that than he did any type of positive impacts.
All right. Well, I disagree with you. Now let's go on to another point.
Wait. Can you tell me specifically what you disagree on?
I did already. We spent the last 20 minutes talking about oil.
No,
and oil
we spent the last 20 minutes actually like challenging the things that you've been saying, which is not true. Okay, let me finish my whole point.
Wait, what's not true? We're building a new oil pipeline to New York. Like, what are you saying, bro?
What does that have to do with Donald Trump?
Like I'm saying, we're actively not shunning oil. We're actually embracing oil.
What does that have to do?
Out the oil infrastructure.
What does that have to do with the gas prices prior to the conflict with Iran?
They were lower because of his policies.
Exactly. And I'm saying what policy actually tangibly helped lower the prices prior
Which one
to
exactly? Okay.
Any of them, anything that he did.
Look up something.
That's what you've been doing this entire time.
That's what I was doing, and you kept saying, well, no, it's actually this. It's actually that.
Because you haven't given me anything that positively impacts it.
Then why wasn't it lower when fucking Biden was in office?
I've been trying to tell you this entire time. I got you.
Then tell me that.
I got you. Again, so the reason why I say that Donald Trump has had more negative impacts on the price of oil is because of, and than anything, is the exact reason why gas prices and oil prices were so high under the Biden administration. So going back to my point, right? I've already called out how
No,
Donald
you're
Trump
bringing up
used.
OPEC Plus, bro. That's dead, bro.
Tay, I need you to stop interrupting me, okay? I brought up the fact that Donald Trump used the military might to convince OPEC to sign the OPEC Plus deal. At the same time, there were refineries being sold, spearheaded by Jared Kushner. Now, the interesting thing about the OPEC Plus deal was it was a 2-year agreement. And while it was a 2-year agreement, and Donald Trump was saying it was only going to, COVID was only going to last 2 weeks. Well, fun fact, no, COVID didn't last 2 weeks, but it also didn't last 2 years. So what happened was that they signed the OPEC Plus deal. The OPEC cut oil production. And when the world opened back up, and when people got back out and people started driving, they couldn't just ramp up oil production. There was a low amount of oil available. So demand is high, product is low, boom, prices go up, right? And the thing that OPEC and the Saudis realize is that American citizens, hey, we need our gas. We're going to get in the car. We're going to drive. No matter what the price is, we're going to drive. And so when they realized that we were going to pay the prices that we were paying for gas, there was no incentive for them to lower gas prices again. So Donald Trump, who did not win re-election, was out of office. Joseph Robinette Biden came in. Joseph Robinette Biden said, hey, OPEC, the pandemic's over. People are driving. We need you guys to ramp up oil production. And OPEC said no. Why did they say no? Because they were making money hand over fist. Why would they say yes? People are buying the gas. We got high prices. There's no need to actually lower the cost. Now, keep in mind, there were supply chain issues.
And if you're OPEC and you're seeing the trends, how would you feel as well?
Keep in mind, there were supply chain issues. So not only did we have supply chain issues, but when it opened back up, there was a massive push for supply. Oil prices went up. There was even more demand and the prices kept skyrocketing. So there was no incentive for them to actually produce more oil and lower the cost of oil. Now, Joseph Robinette Biden said, hold my beer, and then went to our strategic oil reserves and flooded the market. Joseph Robinette Biden flooded the market with the United States strategic oil reserves, which forced the price of oil per barrel down. And that helped decrease the actual gas prices. OPEC had to actually start cutting prices because there was more oil in the market. Now, the interesting thing about that is once gas prices and oil prices drop, Joseph Robinette Biden repurchased our entire stockpile of oil and replenished our entire reserves at a cheaper rate than he sold it for. That's right. Biden not only forced the prices back down, but bought back our entire reserve at a lower price, i.e. making the United States money. Now, another thing that caused the prices to continue to drop outside of what Biden did was that OPEC Plus deal. That was a 2-year agreement. It ended. So all of those things are contributing factors as far as why the prices went up as high as they did and why they came back down and why they continue to trickle down prior to Donald Trump starting a war with Iran, which has shot the oil prices right back up.
Am I allowed to speak now?
Yep.
Okay. Even though he used the oil reserves, it did not get as low as it got 2 months ago, 3 months ago. It did not get that low. But I get your point. I understand. I'm not just a logistics bro. I'm a businessman as well. So when I look at these numbers and I hear your premise and all this type of stuff, why would OPEC sit there and indulge in their own demise, right? They're making all this money off oil. Listen to me, man.
No, I'm making all this money. I want to make sure that you clarify that.
Production vehicles, not production vehicles. Consumer vehicles take up most of that shit, right? Now you see the lining on the horizon that says electric vehicles are the way going forward. Why would they not get in their feelings and be like, you know what, we got to charge as much as we can while we can, because electric vehicles are on the way and we're selling to these power plants. It's not the same. It's not the same, bro. I get what you're saying.
What point do you think you're arguing with that?
Well, I'm saying why you're talking about OPEC and them raising the prices and all this type of stuff. I'm saying though, as a businessman, wouldn't you do the same thing, right?
Yeah, I'm at no point am I sitting here saying that like what OPEC did wasn't something that made business sense. I'm not pushing back on. I'm not pushing back on any of that. I'm just stating the facts. Like again, that's why I said, what point do you think you're trying to argue?
Well, I'm trying to argue your acumen. Are you saying they're right or they're wrong?
I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm saying that's what they did.
Well, I'm asking you a question.
Do you think they're right or wrong? There's no right or wrong. That's just business. Like,
what do you think? Okay, exactly. It's just business, right? So if we're going to treat shit as just business, right? They did the right thing. That's what they were supposed to do.
Again, what point do you think you're actually arguing? What point do you think I'm pushing back on?
I'm asking you a question about your business acumen. They did what they were supposed to do.
Yes, the actual point of business is to maximize profit and to deliver. Like I'm so confused as far as what point you think you're actually arguing, because when am I saying that OPEC did bad business?
When you're bringing up OPEC plus, you're bringing up Joe Biden.
Why did I bring up OPEC plus?
Because you tell the people why you brought up OPEC plus.
No, the people know. I want to know if you know.
No.
Okay, so if you don't know, then that's crazy. You knowing is way more important, because it seems like a tracking issue. I got you. The reason why I brought up OPEC plus was not to say that this was a good or bad thing what they did. It's to highlight that, one, Donald Trump forced them into the deal, and number two, this is why gas prices were so high, because there was an agreement, there was a cut of production, and there was no incentive to lower those prices until Biden forced them to lower the prices. I'm not saying that OPEC is bad or OPEC is good. Like, I'm not giving any type of moral stand or whatever on it. I'm just laying out the facts.
So you're basically saying that it's Trump's fault that the gas prices went up.
I said that Donald Trump had more negative impact on the actual gas prices.
Crazy.
Okay, can you dispute any of the things that I said as far as the impacts that he had?
God, bro. I can't. I'm not going to dispute your fallacy, bro.
It's not a fallacy. It's the actual reliant factors.
I'm looking at it from a business standpoint, and you're looking at it from whose blame is it standpoint.
No, I'm not.
I say it's the greenbacks blame. You want to say it's Donald Trump's fault.
No,
I think it's about money. You think it's about Donald Trump.
You don't hear me, right? You don't hear me. And
no, we have a fundamental gap.
No,
bro.
we don't. Listen, I know business.
It don't sound like it.
Sure. I have a bachelor's degree in business marketing. I have a MBA in business management. My minor for my MBA in business management was in accounting. I wanted to be a CPA, right?
Yeah, are you a double entry or you what? I'm a double entry accountant. What you do?
Yeah, I wanted to be a CPA. I'm not an accountant. I didn't do it. Like that's why it was the minor instead of like management being the actual major.
But right? No, but what they taught you though, did they teach you double entry or single entry?
Double entry.
All right.
Not only that, I mean, like I ended up getting a second MBA in supply chain management and logistics alongside of my LSS Greenbelt certification. And
right, so you sound similar to me then.
I'm trying to tell you, I know business. Like again, the point of this is I'm not disputing the business, because what OPEC did was business. What Biden did was business. I'm not blaming. I'm not saying the blame is on their shoulders. I said, and listen to what I keep saying. Donald Trump had more of a negative impact on oil prices that we saw under the Biden administration. I'm not saying that he's directly, I have never said that Donald Trump is the one to directly blame. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the factors that he engaged in had more of a negative impact on oil prices under Biden than what Biden did. Biden had more of a positive impact than what Trump did. I'm not saying that Biden is the one to credit the lower gas prices, and I'm not saying Donald Trump is the one that directly actually caused the prices to go up. I'm talking about the factors that caused the prices to go up and the factors that caused the prices to go down, and who had correlation with those factors.
All right, man, I got you, Dan. I mean, it is what it is. You feel the way you feel. I feel the way I feel. What's another topic you got up there?
Can you substantiate?
What's another topic you got up there, man?
But you can't substantiate the way that you feel.
No, I can. I
okay,
did.
Then substantiate it. Tell me how.
I already did, and then you sit there and you be like, "Oh, well, it's actually OPEC plus."
You haven't given me one tangible.
I gave you the CNBC articles. I did all that stuff. Bro.
Listen 1 second, Tay, because even the article that you just gave me is from last month. Can you give me one thing? Your entire premise was
4 years ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes. And what happened after that?
Okay, what happened after 4 years? Or what happened after last month?
Okay,
I gave you a shit from a month ago.
Listen to what I'm saying. Tay, listen to what I'm saying. Your statement was, and tell me if I'm wrong with the statement. This is your statement. Prior to our conflict with Iran, oil prices were down. That's what you said, right?
For sure, yes.
Okay. Have we been in conflict with Iran for more than a month? Yes.
Probably. Yes. I think so. I don't know the exact dates, but probably, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So if there was a deal that was announced less than a month ago, or actually right over a month ago, but a deal that was announced, March the 16th. If a deal was announced after the actual conflict with Iran started, right? Conflict with Iran is here. The deal was announced here. How does this deal that was announced after the start of the conflict with Iran, how did that cause the oil prices to go down prior to the conflict with Iran?
Okay. I'm not saying anything about the deal affecting any prices with Iran.
Perfect.
I'm not saying that.
Perfect. Okay. So hold it there. Perfect. So we can agree that doesn't prove the initial point. So now what I'm trying to help get you to understand is I need something that Donald Jimothy Trump did prior to the conflict with Iran, something that happened on this side of the calendar that helped the prices go down before we hit that conflict. Not something that happened after.
We brought up the deal because we were talking about oil refineries.
Right, but again, I'm looking for something that Trump did prior to the conflict that lowered the prices. I told you the factors that caused the prices to lower.
I got you.
Can you give me one thing that Trump did?
I got you. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Guys, while he's doing that, continue to tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 600,000 likes. Also, 1.6 thousand people hanging out here, guys. If you like to support the live, if you enjoy what we do here, or even if you want to help pay for my therapy, because I do have therapy today, you can donate. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Hey, Debbie's in the chat for Jay Hops. What up, Jay Hops? Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Also, guys, if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. We only have 86 new followers on the stream. I know for a fact that we have more than 86 people that has not followed me. So please, hey, thank you for the cake. Please hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live all the time. I promise you'll love it here. Even if you don't like me, right? Even if you think like this guy has a stupid punchable face, cool. Hit that follow button, come back and rage out to me. Like, I don't care, but just hit the follow button, turn on notifications. and join me. What up, Patty?
All right, I got you. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. So you said, what did he do specifically? My boy, he released 172 million barrels from the reserve. Let them bitches go.
Where are you getting this from?
Okay, I got you. CBS News. Hold on. I got you. Hold up.
Yeah.
CBS News, March 20, 2026. March 20, 2026. The headline is, here's what the Trump administration is doing to lower oil and gas prices. Is it working?
Hey.
That's the headline.
Do you remember the factor? Do you remember the factor?
You asked for the fucking link, bro.
No. Tay. Okay, I got you.
up?
Hold on 1 second. This will make it easier. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this will make it easier for you. 1 second here. Okay, perfect. So anything that you give me, if it's not prior to February the 28th, then it's not a viable source. And this is why I say that, Tay. February the 28th, 2026 is when the US and Israel launch airstrikes on Iran. That's when the conflict started. Thank you for the paper crane. What up, Mimi? February the 28th, 2026. So anything that happened after that date would not have lowered the prices prior to the attack. So anything that you tell me,
gang.
Got it.
I got you. All right. So just I put that right into the AI prior to February 28th. Boom, they gave me a whole list of shit. All right.
Okay.
So what they did, he expanded the drilling access.
Make sure, you read off the actual EOs and everything that he signed. Yeah,
exactly. Sure. I'm doing that. I got you. I'm a good faith debater.
Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. You already talked about this, and we went to the EIA and saw how that didn't have any tangible benefits. But go ahead, go off, King.
Oh man. Okay. So what does have what reporting source would you actually recognize?
I'm recognizing all your sources. I'm just
you're saying EIA was debunked. Everything's debunked. Okay, so what would you actually?
No.
So I can go to your source
to be clear.
I can actually get the information.
To be clear, I'm not debunking anything. No, because we're examining your sources.
I'm an educated black man, and I'm sitting here giving you sources, and all you're doing is trying to say, well, that source is bunked. That source is bunked. If it ain't from this,
I've never said that your sources were debunked.
Which sources do you rely on that actually give good information? And I will go to those sources.
Okay. Tay, hear me when I say this.
No, I'm just saying, give me something. Give me something to work on.
I need you to stop. I'm not saying that we can't use your sources because we've been using your sources.
And you say
I laughed at AI. No, I'm not. I've never said the EIA is debunked. What I'm saying is we are examining your sources when you give it to us. And your sources don't say what you think that the EIA, the source that you gave me, it doesn't say what you think that it's saying. I know.
Right. You said the EIA don't even say the shit that it's supposed to say. So what source do you believe in?
What did you think that you were saying when you gave me the EIA?
Wait, which source do you believe in?
I believe in the EIA.
Okay, so why'd you say the EIA was bunk?
You don't remember?
Why did you tell me, nigga?
Okay, I got you. I never said that it was debunked. That's not true. What I said,
you
you have to stop talking and
they got this on recording. This is recorded, right?
Yes, I can play it back. We're live on YouTube right now, literally.
All right.
I'm not saying the EIA is debunked. I actually said that source proved my point. You made the claim that we were producing more oil under Trump because he, quote unquote, drill, baby, drill. The point that I made is that our highest level of oil production occurred under the Biden administration. You then gave me the source of the EIA. We went and took a look at it, and they confirmed the record level of oil production happened in November of 2024 when Biden was in office. So the thing that I'm saying is, I'm not saying that the EIA is debunked and not a credible source. I'm saying the thing that you tried to say that it said, it does not say that thing.
You know what happened November 2024?
What
happened?
What happened?
The fucking election, my boy. The goddamn election for the president of the United States happened in November of 2024.
What does that have to do with oil production?
Oh, what does it have to do? All right, you're right. You're right. What does it have to do with anything? You're right. Okay, you got it. You got it, gang.
No. That's an actual question.
You don't think that he gonna sit there and wrap it all up and do all this type of stuff to be ready for the fucking election? Come on, man. Stop, man. I know you're smarter than that.
Okay.
I know you are.
Okay. Yeah.
I know you are.
Yeah. Listen.
Don't do that, bro.
I would grant you. I would absolutely grant that to you. Like, seriously, I would absolutely grant you that premise if that was like some type of about face. But going back to your source on the EIA, if you look at the month-over-month trend prior to November, there were highs the month before, and then highs the month before, and then highs the month before, meaning that before the election, it was already doing this. So if it was here 1 month and then just here in November, I would say, yeah, you're absolutely right. But month over month,
I'm looking at the graph. It's trending
exactly up. That's what I'm saying. It was trending up. So your point saying that he ratcheted it up.
Were we not in the Ukraine war? Were we not doing this and that?
Yes.
Like for real.
Yes, I agree.
For real.
Yes. But you made the claim.
So what are you trying to say?
You made the claim that the reason why.
What are you? No, you're trying to use this graph as some sort of defense. What are you trying to say? You're trying to say you ignore conflicts, you ignore the actual geopolitical stuff. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
I know you're not that dense. I know you're not.
No, but I'm literally trying.
So don't sit here.
I'm trying to hold your hand. I'm trying to hold your hand with the napkin in between, Tate. Like I promise you. Okay, I'm just gonna mute you for a second. Because the thing that I've been trying to get you to critically engage with is the outside factors that influence oil and gas prices. So you bringing up the Ukraine war is actually a factor to why gas prices went up, because yes, Russia invaded Ukraine. There were sanctions on gas and oil. And since there were sanctions on gas and oil, the access to gas and oil, meaning since Russia was one of the largest producer of gas and oil. Woo-wee. God damn, that made me do the stanky face. W's in the chat for Philip. Holy shit. W's in the chat for Philip for that fucking Zeus. That made me do the stanky face. God damn. W's in the chat for Philip. Holy shit. The point that I'm getting across is there were external factors prior to Biden's administration that caused the prices to continue to tick up, and even more so was one of the reasons why it was necessary for Biden to release the actual oil reserve. And so the point that I'm getting to, as far as you telling me that November was only a high because of the election, I'm telling you that's false. If you look at the trend of the oil production, it was trending up months and months and months prior to that because it was a necessity. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so I would say this then. Why would they be promoting the Green New Deal while also upping oil production?
The Green New Deal was something that has never been in place and never been signed.
Why would they be promoting it and trying to get it signed while upping oil production?
Tell me who tried to get it signed.
Okay, man. Okay. In the faith.
No. Serious question. Tell me who tried to get it signed.
I heard the Green New Deal out of.
I know you heard it.
Joe Biden's mouth.
No.
I heard it out of Kamala's mouth.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I have.
No, you didn't. You didn't hear it from Biden or Kamala.
Okay, I'm gonna Google it right now. Dan, I'm about to Google it, bro.
You know what's funny about the Green New Deal? I love talking about the Green New Deal because it was such a boogeyman. It's literally a boogeyman where, for some reason, they're terrified of clean energy when that's absolutely the way we should be going. But even more than that, it is not something that was ever brought up for an official vote because there was never enough support for the Green New Deal. But Donald Trump loves to talk about the quote unquote Green New Scam as if it was something that was put in place. It wasn't. It literally wasn't. W's in the chat for Miss Torres for the $5 donation saying, can you please send this to Petty? And also, yeah, I got you. Petty, I need your Cash App, and which Petty, you know, we're going to have to show you some love because today's Petty's birthday, and today's Petty's birthday and today's Swan's birthday. So we got to show Petty and Swan some love. W's in the chat for Miss Torres. W's in the chat for Jeff for the $2 donation. Is just Devin. Give me 1 second. W's in the chat for just Devin for the $2 donation saying, after spending all this time you've spent debating clueless tape. That's messed up, just Devin. You're going to need that therapy appointment. I am going to need that therapy appointment. Thank you so much for just Devin for the $2 towards the therapy session. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, floor's yours.
All right, got you. Okay, so you're correct that it was not explicitly called the Green New Deal. No, it was not. He said he doesn't support the explicit Green New Deal, but he did have his own new energy type of thing that was going on.
Do you know what it was?
He disses himself. Yeah, it's called the Biden Plan for a Clean Energy Revolution.
And where did he wrap that? What did he wrap those initiatives into?
Well, that's not the point. Hold on.
No. It is the point. It is the point.
Target first.
It is the point. It is the point because you're talking about the Green New Deal. Listen, the point is you're talking about the green. You're talking about the Green New Deal, and I'm telling you that not only that the Democrats never supported the Green New Deal, they had an initiative that they initiated and was in place. I need you to hear this for a specific reason because I'm telling you. You're bringing that up because you said, why would they be promoting this while also, yeah, I'm telling you why.
Thank you.
And I'm telling you, instead of talking about the Green New Deal, you should be talking about the infrastructure bill and the energy initiatives that occurred within the infrastructure bill at the same time as drilling the most amount of oil in the history of the world. Yes, they did both. I'm trying to lead you to water so you can drink.
Bro, I'm there already.
You're not.
I'm drunk off the water.
And you might be drunk, but you're not drunk off the water I'm trying to feed you.
I'm drunk off the water, nigga.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm there already.
So what do you think what point do you think you were making with the question that you posed?
So I'm saying, because your stance is they up the oil production and they promoting the Green New Deal. So I
didn't say they promote the Green New Deal. I did not say that.
All right. I got you, bro.
You just agreed that you looked it up and you said they didn't promote the Green New Deal.
I got you.
You just looked it up.
I got you. I just looked it up. I got you. Biden himself did not call it the Green New Deal. They called it some other shit. I got you.
Where did they put it?
Where did they put it?
Yes, the energy initiatives. I just told you, but you weren't listening. Hold on, stop.
What do you mean?
No, stop.
Like,
chat,
with statute?
Stop. Chat, what did I just say? Where did I say that Biden put the energy initiatives? Let's watch the chat. Chat, where did I say that Biden put the energy initiatives? Look at the chat. You see that, Tay? Sending a request to come off mute. You see the chat?
I see the chat. What I was trying to ask you was what you're saying. Was it a specific statute or something like that? When I say place it, when you say place it, what I heard was what statute is it under? That's what I heard.
I just wanted
for clarity.
No, I was just saying where were the energy initiatives found with?
I get you
because it wasn't the Green New Deal. It was in the infrastructure bill. So they passed the infrastructure bill, which was a monumental piece of legislation that benefited the entire country. At the same time, they were drilling at historic levels.
Right. Everything benefits the entire country when we all sit here spending taxpayer money. Right. You got it.
Maybe, but that's not it. I mean, the infrastructure bill was debt reducing.
That's all it is. That's all taxpayer money.
No. What does it mean when I say something is debt reducing?
When you say something is debt reducing, for what? For who? For who? For first off,
the national debt.
That you would think that this plan is going to pay off in the long run. That's what I hear when you say debt reducing.
No, that means that it had tangible positive impact that lowered the overall national debt.
But that has to be analyzed by accountants.
It has been. That's why I said it. That's why. Yes.
Right. But you can get anybody to say anything. Ilhan Omar legit just said she had $6 million to $330 million, and now her accountant made a fucking error. Like, I'm not trying to hear this shit, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of this shit. That goes through accountants. That goes through bean counters. Yes, bro. I'm a classically trained accountant, bro. It doesn't work like that. Fuck out of here. No. So stop with that bullshit. Give me some real shit, like real shit. We not doing no bullshit.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some real.
This girl literally just said her accountant made a $30 million.
I got you. I'm gonna give you something real. I'm gonna give you something real that you can feel. I'm gonna give you something real that you can feel, and I'm also gonna give the chat something real that they can feel, right? Because I'm kind of convinced that you may be an energy vampire, but I do like the conversation. But with that being said, it's the fourth quarter, and it's time for you to deliver, Tay. It's literally time for you to deliver. I'm willing to keep going with you, but at this point, I need you to start bringing facts and information, and for us to go through a complete logic train. Now, I do want to let you know that while I will absolutely, I will absolutely ensure that you and I can continue to talk. It's no longer up to me, Tay. I'm just letting you know, at this point, you got a bounty on your head. Now, what that means is I'm not kicking you out of here. You don't have to leave. It's up to the chat. And it just means the only thing that you need to do is, one, use facts and information, and two, don't be insufferable. Those are the two rules that the chat lives by. That's all you got to do from this point on. I'm not going to mute you. We're going to continue to talk, but just don't be insufferable, and make sure you bring facts. Chat, the ball is now in your court. You know how we do. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Sorry, YouTube. It has to go through the pay links. $150. This is based off of interactions moving forward, not based off of what he did in the past, but based off of interactions moving forward. All right. Now, Tay, one other thing that I do want to call out before we go too far is calling Representative Omar a girl. No, she's not a girl. That's a woman. We do not do that. So that's just something I wanted to correct. Now, Tay, the floor is yours. Continue to make the point that you were making as far as the Biden administration, the oil production, and also what you think the point of all that was.
Personally, I think, first off, that's just how I talk when I say it, girl or whatever.
Right, I know.
I have a mama. That's just how I talk.
I get that, and
Okay,
like
so
the only reason I
no
didn't
disrespect to no
No.
congresswoman or nothing.
No, I didn't bash you or anything about that. Like, I feel like when we know better, we do better, and so I
Well,
like I
y'all
don't think
mentioned
that was.
So
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
saying
think
that's
that
just the way I
was.
talk.
Yeah, I don't think that you were intentionally trying to do that, but it is something that we need to actually work on actively. We need to be aware of those things, and so I think it's important to call those things out. Anyway, go ahead and tell me.
All right, so now, no, actually, I think we beat the energy horse into the ground. So let's move on to another topic.
Are you conceding on your points with energy?
Personally, I do not concede because I understand that we have to build new oil infrastructure to pay for, and we have to sell off our old infrastructure to pay for our new infrastructure that we're building upon, where we got all this shale and all this type of stuff that we have to do. And so let's move on to another point. And
see, this is the issue, Tay. I don't pivot, right? And the only way the only way we can move on to the next topic is if there's a concession or you like prove your point.
Okay, well, for the sake of conversation, I concede the point, and let's move to another one.
Okay, I hate the premise of for the sake of conversation. All right, Tay. Do you have the next point that you actually wanted to talk about?
I can't see
you want me to bring up something
because it's so small. I'm trying to look at it.
Okay, so how about this? How about I bring up the point?
All right, bring it up. I got you.
All right. Tay, I think that the best thing for us before we go like further is to get a baseline. I think it's fascinating when I come across another black man, black person as a whole, who identifies as, MAGA, that supports the Republican Party, things like that. So, yeah. Tay, I guess before I throw anything else at you, I would love to know more about you, more about what drove you towards the Republican Party as a black man, if you don't mind sharing.
Okay, I don't mind sharing at all. I got you. I give a quick rundown.
No one gives a fuck. W's in the chat, guys. W's in the chat. Holy shit, W's in the chat. I mean, before I could even start adding it up, I went over to start adding and I saw one massive donation and I was like, fucking got him out of here. Fucking got him out of here. W's in the chat. Holy shit. How long did we talk to him? I feel like we were talking for a long time, guys. How long did we talk to him? I can't see. Where is the dang it guest history? Okay, hold on. An hour and 15 fucking minutes? Holy fuck. How did we talk to him for an hour and 15 minutes? Holy shit. Not Johnny said 7 days. It did seem like we talked to him for 7 days. God damn. That is crazy. Hey, chat, was it me? Was I tripping? Like, I felt like I explained those things, pretty decently. Am I tripping? Okay. We got Will over on YouTube. Will, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Will. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Not particularly. I was talking in the chat about your mandatory vasectomies, and they told me to come up here and talk to you about it.
Were you talking about it in the sense of like you're pro-life? I mean, pro-choice, and you think that we should outlaw abortions?
I'm pro-choice. I just disagree with the argument of mandatory vasectomies.
Would you support an abortion ban if it was instituted? Not saying that you're out marching in the street, but if there was a nationwide abortion ban that was put in place, would you be like, yeah, I'm good with that?
No.
Okay, so then I don't think there's a debate here.
The
premise of the mandatory vasectomy is not because I want mandatory vasectomies. The premise of the mandatory vasectomies is to call out the actual hypocrisy in people who advocate for an abortion ban.
So then why advocate for mandatory vasectomies?
To call out the hypocrisy in those people that advocate for abortion bans.
So do you actually advocate it, or is it just a debate tactic?
Whew. Well, a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think that mandatory vasectomies, do you think that's an extreme take?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that an abortion ban, like mandating all access to abortion be banned, do you think that's an extreme take?
Yes.
Okay. So if you think that both of those are extreme takes, what would be your logical conclusion?
My logical conclusion would be to...
If you think one is extreme, so you wouldn't advocate for that, and if you think the other is extreme and you wouldn't advocate for that, what would be your logical conclusion?
My logical conclusion would be to advocate for more contraceptives and things like that.
Okay, I guess. Would you advocate for, since like you feel like both views are extreme, that the more reasonable thing to do is to find middle ground and like give access to the individuals to make the best decisions?
That's a weird... I mean, I'd like to say yes to that, but I know people generally don't do that.
But that would be like a logical conclusion, right? If there's
that would be my logical conclusion, yes.
Right. If there's one extreme and then it's met with another extreme, then middle ground would be more reasonable, and middle ground would be self-governance and bodily autonomy, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I advocate for.
Okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, I tend to believe that the argument for mandatory vasectomies ventures into the argument for eugenics, and I don't believe that's something that should be advocated.
Okay, I'm glad that you think that. It's meant to be an extreme to counteract the other extreme as far as the demand for an abortion ban.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you were actively advocating for mandatory vasectomies.
I'm actively advocating for people to have access to bodily autonomy and self-determination.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for clarifying.
All right. Thank you. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something in the background? Hi, Will J69. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something in the background? Hey, chat, I think that I might need to actually reevaluate the way that I explain shit. Like, seriously. Like, seriously. No bullshit. I think that maybe, because the one thing that I try to pride myself on is the ability to explain things so people can understand it. I think like I try to ensure that like I meet people where they are. And so I don't talk to people up here if they're here, because that's condescending and that's counterproductive. But a couple of the conversations that I've had today, it makes me feel like either I'm not being clear with the things that I'm saying, or I'm not communicating to people the way that they need to be communicated with. And that's a me thing. So I got to figure that out. because this shit has been a headache. I don't know what they think they're doing. I don't know. I'm going to say thank you to a couple of people for the kick fund. W's in the chat for Megan for the $1 donation saying, this guy has some big feelings. He had absolutely big feelings. W's in the chat for Megan. W's in the chat for Amber for the $10 donation saying, bounty hunter, LOL. I know that's fucking right, Amber. W's in the chat for Jeff for the $2 donation. Just Devin, who sent 2, said, please kick the Captain Clueless. I can't stand hearing him anymore. W's in the chat for Edgar for the $3 donation saying, kick him, bro. And then right when that came in, fucking W's in the chat for Paradise, who sent a $150 donation and said, no more. Paradise said, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy, I'm out. And got him up out the paint. But then after that, right after, Elizabeth sent a $50 donation saying, kick fund, Tay only listens to himself. He was. And then Front sent a $20 donation. Oh, this was actually a couple of minutes ago saying, man, thank you for what you do. I appreciate the hell out of you. W's in the chat for all the donos, guys. Massive fucking W's in the chat for all the donos. There's one more in the request, guys. Should we talk to the person in the request or should we not? What do you guys think? You guys want to talk to the person that's still in the request? What do you want to do? Yeah. All right. The W's in the chat for all the donors. Venmo us like support the live. You can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Oh, hey, hi. How are you? I've been looking at your chat, at your stream. You're doing a great job. I just wanted to say, I'm about to vote on the midterms. Where can I search the good things for both Democratic Party?
I think
on
it
the
would
website.
depend. I think it would depend on where you're voting, and like you can go to
Texas. Sorry, my apologies. Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like you would need to know like who you are, what races are you talking about? It's different for each state, and even with each state, it's different on a local level. Right. So like you can go to I think it's like vote.gov, but like there's plenty of sites that you can go to find out information. But there's also like some really great creators who live in that area and live in Texas, and they have more insight. Like I don't know if do you know Hector?
Yes, sir, I do. I will do watch them sometimes. Yes.
Yeah, Hector's specifically in Texas, and so he is like completely locked into all things Texas that's happening there. So like he would be better fitted for the question. But like you can there's multiple sites that shows you like the policies and things that are happening for the people that are not only on your ballot but down ballot, because that's way more important as far as local elections. So
yes, sir. Okay, I appreciate that. I just want to say God bless you and do what you're doing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Praise Jeebus. W's in the chat from Michael for the $5 donation saying, no, sir, it's not you. It's impossible to articulate a point to someone who's already made up their mind what their point should be. Yeah, I agree. But still, it's on me to make sure that I'm providing the information in a way that it can at least be accepted. W's in the chat for dang it, I mess up your name all the time. I'm gonna call you Avocado, who sent a $5 donation saying thank you for keeping us fed here. I try. W's in the chat for that donation. Guys, 1.3 people still hanging out. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. We go live all the time. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. W's in the chat for Majin Sheen, who became a subscriber using their Prime membership. Guys, if you have Amazon Prime and you have Twitch, you get a monthly you get a monthly subscription that you can use. You can actually become a subscriber over on Twitch with your Amazon Prime subscription. It gives you access to a bunch of like really cool emojis, access to the Discord, like a bunch of really cool shit. We got, memberships on Twitch, on YouTube, and on TikTok. So like, yeah, do that. W's in the chat also for Human Revolution, who resubscribed for another month. W's in the chat for you guys. W's in the chat for Twitch. All right, guys, really quickly, a couple of things. Petty, are you still here? Could you come up for a second? Please, Petty, is that possible? Please, Petty, please, Petty. Petty, please, Petty. Petty, please. Oh, hey, Petty, please. Thank you, Petty. Hey, Petty.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. What are you doing today?
I'm actually at a work conference. Today was the last day, so I'm packing my stuff so that I can go home tomorrow morning.
Okay. Well, Petty, for people who don't know, today is Petty's birthday. And you guys know how we do it over here for people's birthday. So first and foremost, if you don't mind, please and thank you to everyone, to the 1.2 thousand people watching here. Can we please shower Petty with all the love in the world? Because Petty is not only a valuable member of our community, not only a mod, but someone who shows up and shows out for so many people across the board, right? She's in our space. She's in Solid space. She's in Jeff's space. She's in so many of the spaces and places that we frequent, not only every day, but we actually love, enjoy, and share. And Petty is one of the people that makes this wheel go round. And if it wasn't for Petty, you guys wouldn't be getting shit like Sparring with Santana, right? So make sure that we are appreciating Petty, show Petty some love, make sure we're gifting Petty, make sure we're telling Petty happy birthday, make sure we're being kind and loving all day, right? But you guys know how we do things here, and it would not be a birthday. I repeat, it would not be a birthday over here if we didn't do what we do for birthdays. Let's get it. Go, Petty. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna like it's your birthday. You know we don't, cause it's Petty birthday. Hey, W's in the chat for Petty. W's in the chat for Petty. Happy birthday, Petty. Happy birthday. And Petty, listen.
Thank you guys. What's up?
I know that you may be melanin deficient in how you deal with things, but Petty, you got soul, right? And so since you got soul, you get the black version. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Petty. I hope that not only did you have a great work trip, but I hope you have a great day and you enjoy yourself with your birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Santana. I really, really appreciate it. I know that you already know this, but I hate being up here. But I really, really, really
I'm so
appreciate
glad that you came up here. That's why I had to break out. People said Eddie Murphy, but it was Marlon Wayans. Like, if you know ball, I had to break out the Marlon Wayans and hopefully got you up here. So
I really appreciate it. That made my day.
Really quick, guys, one more time before Petty goes, can we please show Petty some love? We might as well get her over 3K coins. Like, we're right there. We're literally right there. Can we please get Petty over 3K coins? Like, it's right there. Like, it's literally right there. Let's get her over 3K coins. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Petty, thank you for coming up. Have a safe and wonderful rest of your work trip. W's in the chat for all the wonderful people. W's in the fucking chat. Oh, they are spamming it now. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Spamming it. W's in the chat. Philip. Philip spamming that shit. Let's go. Philip said, hold my beer.
Thank you. I wish I could express how much this community means to me. And I really appreciate everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Petty. I appreciate you. 10K. I said fucking 3K and they said
Together we are
a fucking TikTok universe.
Oh my God. I gotta go because I can't cry up here.
Holy shit. 57K. Petty.
Yeah.
That's how the fuck we do it. That's how the fuck we do it.
You guys are incredible. Thank you so much.
Petty, happy birthday.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Man, fucking W's in the chat for Petty, man. And W's in the chat for all of you guys. W's in the chat for like all the people who show love. You guys are fucking amazing. I truly mean that. And from each and every person, from people who just said happy birthday in the comments, from people that actually sent gifts, from like one rose to a fucking TikTok universe. Like each and every one of you are absolutely fucking amazing. I am proud to share community and spaces with you guys. You guys are absolutely fucking amazing. I love the hell out of you guys. Like absolutely. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Jotson Tittle, who sent a $2 donation saying that educated black men must have graduated from the University of Dunn-Kruger. I think so. W's in the chat for Jotson Tittles. All right, guys, we're getting ready to call it here. But before we do, how many people, last night we had an issue. TikTok kept freezing yesterday and and it's been good for this entire stream. I completely uninstalled TikTok and reinstalled it. And it seems like, at least for this stream, it's been really good. How many people after the live last night or after the TikTok froze either didn't get to see when I came back on my my phone or just didn't watch last night? Is there anybody that missed what happened when I went live from my phone last night? Ooh. So just an FYI, I'm making a video edit of what happened last night, but I got the screen recording of what happened. Would you guys like to see that? Does anybody want to see what happened? When I tell you it was one of the funniest things I've ever been a part of in my life. When I tell you it was fucking comedic gold. One second. Hey, did you see the video I got on my page?
Santana, look, I know what you're gonna say, but come on, man.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I checked it out. I'm not gonna lie.
What'd you think?
Look, see, come on, let's not get into that.
No, seriously, because like a lot of times, I come up with these videos and like it happens, and I completely like enjoy making these videos. And the video was like one of the most well-received videos, and so I would really like to know what you thought about the actual video, because like it was you. So what did you think?
Come on, let's get into the panel. Let's get into the background.
No, just come on. I promise you, I'm not gonna drag it. I really want to know what you thought of the actual video, because like being serious, I do take pride in the actual debates that I have. And even more so, I want to ensure that when I do have these debates, it's something that people want to come back for. And it seems like a lot of people actually enjoyed, our debate overall. I would like to know, what did you think about the video, and do you think it was a clear depiction and justification of like the debate that we had?
Hold up, pull the video up. Maybe I'm confused. What video? Pull the video up.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, I got you. Are you looking at the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen, but hold up, I'm confused now. But go ahead. Okay. In the video?
I will make MAGA read. Read, MAGA read.
Are you gonna post the video or not?
Nope. Nope. Read, MAGA read. Anyway, as I was saying, if you guys didn't see last night, that was one of the funniest things that I have ever been involved in, right? So to actually set the stage, what happened was TikTok kept freezing, and I made the decision that I was going to just get off of TikTok, right? But I wanted to come back on and just say good night. And as I'm getting back on, people are like spamming the request to try to get me to like debate them. I mean, not debate them, but to do like the live battle. And what you guys know me, like I don't like battling because I'm such a sore loser. I've only been in 2 battles ever and I lost both of them. So I don't battle people, right? It's fucking stupid. But there's this one person that kept spamming the request. And so I accepted the request, and let's take a look as far as what happened when I accepted the request. Oh, hold on. Boom. Okay, go here. And then boom. Let's see here. All right. This is what happened. Okay, so here's the deal.
What's up?
If I battle you guys have to debate me on politics.
What? Okay.
Wait. Why is it frozen? Oh, it froze. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, it froze. Let's do this one more time. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, let's go back here. Go here. And here, and here, and here, and here. Oh, wait. Here and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. All right, and then move this, and then turn this back on, and let's try it again. Okay, so here's the deal. What's up? If I battle you guys have to debate me on politics.
Okay. So like, all right, like, okay, a little argument on politics, like about like what?
Yeah. Like, I'll battle you guys if you debate me at the same time.
Of course, that's what we do.
You debate.
Yes, we love doing that.
We do it every day.
all day, every day.
What do you guys think, chat? My chat called you guys donuts.
Donuts?
Yeah, they said, who are these two donuts?
We're the donuts, and you're the little sprinkle and the cream on the top. If we're donuts.
They also just called you dweebs.
Your chat sucks. I don't even know why do you have 100+ people in your chat in the first place?
Oh, well, I was just on studio and it crashed. We had about 2,000 people before this.
Oh, so 2,000, you thought you was cool when you upped it to 2,000 or something?
Yeah, I am cool. So are we going to debate or what?
What do you want to debate
I think we've been agreed on that, didn't we?
Do you guys actually know politics?
Yes, we do.
All right.
You see his color, right? That's my best friend.
His color. Okay. What do you know about race? I just hit accept. Let's do this.
I'm glad. Yo,
perfect. Perfect.
Why would you just say that?
Hey, what's race?
Who, me or him?
Either one. What's race?
Please don't ask me because Jordan does this every day. Let's ask Jordan.
Jordan, what's race?
Right. I feel like race, my opinion, my opinion can't be wrong because this is what I think, So
No, it can be wrong. What's race?
I guess, but look, I feel like race is basically humans. I don't know everyone. Like I don't know.
What are the 5 racial categories that within the United States?
You got black. You got white. You got Hispanics.
Hispanic isn't a race. Howdy, partner.
Wait. What you said?
Hispanic is not a race.
So what is it? I'm just asking. I'm asking the question.
It's an ethnicity. Do you know the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality?
Bro, yes, I do.
Okay, what's the difference?
Okay, nationality is basically like me saying, okay, I'm Bahamian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then ethnicity,
Bohemian,
however
that's
you
not
say
a country, right? Bohemian?
No. Wait, Bahamas?
Oh, you're from the Bahamas. Got it.
Yeah, I'm from the Bahamas.
Got it. What's your race?
Yeah, ethnicity, whatever. It's like
you're
race,
looking it up.
Whatever.
You're
like
doing
that.
your Googles.
You're doing your Googles. I'm not doing no Googles, bro.
Wait, what's your name?
Look, literally, literally, look.
Justin?
My shit fucked up. My shit literally fucked
Justin,
up.
do you know who Gomez Inez de Zurara is?
No, I do not know who that is.
Hey, Justin, can black people be racist?
Just say you don't know. Damn, Joanna.
Wait, hold on. You said, can black people be racist?
Yes, they can. My name is Jesse, too.
Jesse. Sorry. I got a cousin named Jesse. You said black. Tell me how black people can be racist.
I mean, same way we can.
How is that? Quantify it for me.
I'm not actually. I don't. Okay, so I mean, it's self-explanatory. Like if I white person, I mean, I don't know. How do you want me to say some shit?
I want you to tell me how can black people be racist? How do you quantify that? Okay, I'll make this easier. Do you know what redlining is?
No, no, actually, I'm just telling you no because I don't know what that means.
Do you know? Have you ever heard of the Veil of Darkness test?
No, I've never heard of that either.
Hey, did you know that white men lead all statistical category of violent crime in the United States, including CSAM?
All right, and so you're okay. What? Okay, what?
Hey.
All right. Jordan, what are you laughing at, bro?
I don't know why he's laughing. I'm just talking about data. This is on the FBI's website.
I'm just laughing.
You can actually check the FBI crime repository.
I'm just laughing. What the fuck?
Okay.
Hey, what's your name again? You right here?
Oh, I'm Big Baby. I don't know if you're talking to me, but I'm
Big Baby. Hey, you said that. Question for you. Do you know what the patriarchal system is?
The patriarchal system?
Yeah, the patriarchal system.
No, I don't know.
I don't know what that is either, but what about the patriarchal system?
Bro, what's up, bro? I don't know what it is. You tell me.
Hey, do you think women are better leaders than men?
It depends on what they're leading. It depends.
How do you quantify that depends?
Because like sometimes women brains, I don't know, but like I don't know. Sometimes women brains like I don't know. We all need each other. That's how I feel. We need them and they need us. We don't. Well, matter of fact, no.
Hey, did you know that Forbes just completed a new study that shows that women CEOs are better leader than men? They breed a better work environment and they actually produce better results than men CEOs, even though they have a smaller representation within the workforce.
We do not need y'all. Who the fuck is Joanna in my shit just typing shit, fam?
Oh, Joanna's one of my mods. She's she's probably wearing you out. Hey, you remember you guys?
She's more than wearing me out. I'm about to do something to her.
Yeah, you remember you guys kept sending me like this battle request, right?
Yeah, we're here.
You guys just got dog walked. This is a 2-for-1. Actually, it's a 4-for-1, right? Because you got dog walked in the debate and you got dog walked in the battle. So I guess there's that.
I mean, where was the debate at? Because you was actually just telling us shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
you guys don't know anything.
You was telling us stuff the whole time. You was never debating.
No,
I was trying to set a baseline to understand what you guys know, and you guys don't know anything.
You were asking us stuff that.
I'm not worried about you sending no bullets and vending machines. I'll take them shits and do.
Jesse, what state do you live in?
I stay in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, cool. Who are your senators?
There you go. There you go. That real? I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Baby, what state do you live in?
I live in Florida. I don't know.
You live in Florida?
Yeah.
But exactly. I know.
What's the supermajority like in your house?
The supermajority like in?
Yeah. What's the actual breakdown of the supermajority in Florida?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck that means, super majority. I ain't gonna lie, fam. I'm sorry.
All right, I think it's enough. Like, I don't know how to lead this thing, but like next time, like, you know, don't invite me to do this again.
Shut the fuck up and leave.
Fucking donuts. FYI, that was random as fuck. Like, when I tell you, sorry, I said FYI, that was random as fuck. When I tell you, one, I kept refusing to actually do their live battle because that shit's stupid, but they wouldn't stop. And then they were so confident. That was funny as fuck to me. And I had the chat up because like the chat, when I tell you, you guys are fucking hilarious sometimes. You guys are fucking hilarious. That was, when I tell you, I went back and I watched and I was looking at the comments in the chat. Boy, you guys were on their necks. And then Joanna went over there. Joanna started putting pressure on them. Solid went over to see how many people they have. Solid came back to this is not fair. They don't have any people. It was funny as fuck. It was funny as fuck. Anyway, I got to finish editing that video. I'm cleaning up the sound. That was a screenshot. And so I have the actual recording. I'm going to put the actual chat on there as well so you guys can see the chat, and we're going to sync everything up. It'll be way more better, but like it's going to be highlights. It was funny as fuck. That was funny. Anyway, we're going to get out of here, guys. We are going to call it, excuse me. We're going to call it for the day, or we're going to call it for now. And yeah, we'll probably be back later today. I think we'll be back later today. I believe so. Anywho, let's go ahead and do the thing.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing.
Bow, bow.
Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, you slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats to get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the mods as well. It looks like someone's butt hurt. Red whatever is butt hurt. 0 followers, 0 following, and came over here to cry in my comments. Guess what? No one cares. You won't break my soul. Anyway, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here, guys. It was fun today. It was absolutely fun. I enjoyed today, and we'll be back later, right? We'll be back later this evening, and we'll get back to some more debates. Deal? Deal. All right. We'll be back later. We'll be back later. Debbie's in the chat for everyone. Oh, Debbie's in the chat for the One Mighty Pen for the 100 bits over on YouTube, and also sent out a sub. And also Shani became a sub with their Twitch Prime membership. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for the guys. W's in the chat for everybody. All right, I'll see you guys later. We'll be back later. I think Parker's live. Go raid my little brother. Tell him Santana raid, love from Santana. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being beautiful. I will see you all later after therapy because I need it. Make sure you take care of your mental health. I love you all. And as always, peace.
Sparring with Santana.